1 2 1 2, baby. Let me get a check across the panel, please. Can I get a check from you?
Check.
Can I get a check?
Microphone check, check, check. First of the month, I gotta get my check, check. Check it, check it.
Okay. I think it's game time. Is it game time, Stomps?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get this shit in, baby.
Let's get it cracking. That's some fucked up feet.
Let's go, baby. Welcome to motherfucking Hood Stocks Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Don't play with this shit. And we got the vice presidential debate. Let's go. Hood Stocks.
Hey,
It's game time.
hey,
Like, subscribe, all that good shit.
hey.
Chop City, baby.
City.
Chop City on that beat. Yeah. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to turn myself up a little right here. Check 1 2 1 2. I just bought a new board, man. Had to hit up motherfucking offer up. Fucking, I guess the last podcast was so fucking hot.
Damn.
Lit that bitch on fire, dog. Shit, sometimes it be like that. Stomps, let me get a check from you. Microphone check.
Mic check one. Mic check one. Mic motherfucking check two. Check three. Motherfucking Hood Stocks.
Go ahead, fool. Hit that shit.
I was born and raised. Ollie, sit free. 46 still in the mix, banging that beat. Never trust against it with a gun and a smile. I'll make you piss on yourself like Percy on Green Mail. Fuck a freestyle and a YouTube instrumental. Fools wanna battle, you better pack a pistol. Or get smoke like weed cause it's necessary. Can't see me on this mic or on the stationary. I'm in love with my straps like Tackleberry. Break up to make up, you lanes better wake up. That shit is useless like a fat bitch wearing makeup. And in this life I couldn't teach you shit. Just don't trust no bitch.
Hey, that motherfucker sound like
It was fucking tight.
that motherfucker look like a fucking he look like a fat albino Dub C right there, bro. That's what he sound like Dub C right now.
Oh shit, take that.
That's all good. It is what it is. Don't worry about the bass. Skip.
Kill a gang.
Hey, that motherfucker sounded. That's what sounded like a motherfucking swap meet Dub C right there.
In front of the car wash. I rap for weed. I rap for weed and Burger King, you know what I'm saying? The pancake or the waffle maker. Hamada, eat some weed. I don't know what the fuck you said, but I gotta have fun all that shit. You know how I do Hood Stocks, baby.
Hey,
Big
my
styles,
dog.
man.
Hey, you know what, dog? That shit was I don't know what it was, bro. I think it was tight because it was coming from you, but it was crazy because it really did sound like Dub C,
Did it?
bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Did it sound
Yeah.
like Dub C?
I got a split
With
personality.
a little accent, a little Mexican
Yeah,
accent.
like with a little
yeah.
Mexican accent, huh?
Yeah, when you buy those bootleg ass fucking CDs at the swamp meeting.
Yeah. Let's go. Talk your shit.
It's not two pockets,
It's a
two
fucking
farms.
contact high. I swear to God, I don't smoke.
You don't smoke?
Fuck no. And then these motherfuckers were smoking in the fucking van. And I'm all fucking driving. I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna get contact like a motherfucker.
Okay.
And the last time I was here, I was done.
You were done?
Stuck
Yeah.
on that wall over there. Just like,
I saw that too.
I was stuck.
Well,
Stuck as fuck.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was going on with you because I was like, man, I don't know if I'm tripping or if she's tripping, but Yeah, you look like you had got yourself a contact high. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, as you
That's
talk,
fine.
as you talk right here, I just put this board up, and I know I went through it and I did my thing. Come again, no, do it again. I did my thing. What? Say it
That was
again.
the
Come
Ollie
again,
Ollie
come
action
again,
print.
pancaker, the waffle maker, the motherfucking butter maker. skip. That's how he used to play hopscotch. He used to be like, skip.
Lucky with his tin foil chain.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
It's gonna be one of those, huh, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, man.
I'm saying.
Let's just pretend like it's not tin foil. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still hungover from Tuesday, man, but that's okay. Tuesday is Tuesday. I mean Sunday. See, that's how fucked up I am,
I
dog.
was like,
I'm
Tuesday,
like,
wait,
I'm
are we
hungover
on
from
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Like,
Yeah.
homie, we are still here on Tuesday right
Yeah.
now. You stupid motherfucker. Hit that shit again. Come again.
Come again.
That
Sound like my baby
motherfucker.
mama, my nuts.
Hey, this motherfucker did 16 years and he had one CD.
Hell yeah.
And it was at the swap meet.
He had that Dub C. He played that Dub C CD non-stop for 16 motherfucking
Yeah, when I
years,
got a
man.
98, that shit was cracking.
You're a fool, dog. That shit was good, though, bro. It was good.
Good looking out, baby. You know,
I liked
try.
it, dog. I really liked it, dog. That shit was cool, dog.
Thank you.
Because I was nervous. I was a little nervous because, you know, he's the co-host, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys already hate him already. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure. Thank you.
You
That's
know?
all I
I
see.
hate myself too when I look in the mirror.
Yeah, a lot of them,
Fuck.
and I'm rooting for him. You know what I mean? So I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, what are you gonna do, dog? Don't fuck that up.
No.
And I think he did okay, man.
Thank you.
I think he did good. Stomp, double C.
You know what I'm saying?
Double C.
It was like the bra size.
It should have been double D. Stop double
Come
D.
again.
You know we got a special guest today, guys. All right, let's get it together. I'd like to announce our guest today, man. I think we're gonna go down the deep, dark roads. Sometimes you gotta go down the mud. Get your mud shoes a little muddy before you can, you know, lace back up, man, with some fresh ones, right? Life be like that sometimes. I want everybody to give a warm welcome for Straight Divine, baby. Let's go.
What up, everybody? What's cracking, you guys? Straight Divine, you already know, set up in the motherfucking building. Shit.
Can you imagine she starts rapping and she sounds like Dub C too? You know what I mean? I'll be like, what the fuck? Dub C's baby mama.
I'm gonna be home late. Motherfucker, come again. You know what I'm saying?
That shit would be fucking crazy, no?
Yeah, well.
Well, what part of the city, what section of the city you from?
Okay, I'm from the 818.
Yeah.
I was born in Northridge, raised in Panorama City.
He's up.
Yep.
That's why I fucks with you.
Okay, so say it again. I'm sorry.
I was born in Northridge, California.
Okay.
And I was raised in Panorama City. I'm
Okay.
from the 818.
Okay, no, for sure.
Yeah.
That's tight. How's everything been for you today? Cool? Chilling?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you've had a good day?
Yeah, actually I did. Worked my ass off at work in the
Went to
morning.
work, yeah.
And then after that, I fucking went home, got ready, and I fucking just drove this way. A little bit of contact time, and right now, a lot of contact time.
A lot of contact.
Yeah.
I know. That's why try to keep the door open and shit.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's already
America.
done.
I feel like the AC's not on right now. It's not on.
Nah, hell no.
Excuse me. Yeah. I thought I was tripping.
It was about the grievance. 602 your ass.
Let me get this AC on real quick.
Well, that's my sweat.
Okay, there we go. I know you're a rap artist
Yes.
and you have a day job as well, obviously.
Yes. Actually, in the mornings, Monday through Friday, I work at a school. I'm a cafeteria specialist manager type shit. I'm your typical hood cafeteria bitch.
Well, what did you call your position? Say that again.
Cafeteria specialist manager.
Specialist manager. So now
I
break
wash
that.
dishes.
There you go. Thank
No
you.
fucking lie. And I like doing that shit.
They say janitor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not a
Thank
fucking,
you.
it's custodian, dick.
She's a spicy one right
Yeah.
here, man. Damn.
I'm quiet, but yeah. Yeah.
Very not because you're talking.
No, but yeah, I've been doing that for like 7.5 years. And I used to work at an elementary school, and then I switched to a middle school, and now I just like washing dishes.
Do you feel like, is that what the title of your position? What you said is
Fuck no.
So you're adding that to it then to make
No,
it sound
that's
better.
what it's. That's my position. Like that's.
No, is that the name of your title?
Yeah, that's my title.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah,
but you said fuck no.
But fuck no, because I wash dishes.
No, I get that. But does it ever? Do you ever feel like, well, you know what? I've been down this road before. If somebody asks me what I do, I'm just going to say, hey man, I work for a school and I work in the cafeteria. You know what I mean? But you kind of do yourself a little. Injustice.
Yeah, you're a little
because you're saying specialist.
Because that's what it's called. I'm a specialist. Like, I had my own kitchen before, right, at an elementary school and shit like that. But it goes beyond shit like that. Like,
what does it mean when you have your own kitchen? Is that?
I run my own shit. Like, I'm my own boss.
Okay.
Like, there's nobody there but me.
Like, nobody's gonna tell you what to do with the fucking apples.
Fuck no.
Or the juice boxes.
Exactly. There's no juice boxes, but yeah.
Making hibachi.
Bottled water.
Bottled water.
I heard hibachi.
That's my cologne. I was talking about a cologne that I'm sponsoring. My bad. I apologize.
Are you a good coworker? You seem like you might be a little.
You know what?
You
Honestly,
hard to work with.
No fucking lie.
You're difficult.
I'm the ghettoest coworker you could have.
Are you proud of that?
Yeah, I am, because I'm real as fuck. I
I
love my shout out to my coworkers because they're watching right now. I swear to God, and they're like so white collar.
Yeah.
I live in a white neighborhood.
So do you think they're watching this just for shits and giggles?
No, they're watching it because they fuck with me all day long.
There you go.
Because honestly, I love my coworkers, but sometimes it's like I feel like I'm in the corner because I'm washing the dishes.
Yeah.
But I'm always dancing because I have my Bluetooth on.
Yeah.
And they just get a kick out of it. And they like it. And I fuck with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's an important job.
Yeah.
It is an important job.
I mean, we actually feed the kids.
100%.
Who the fuck is going to eat if you don't have a cafeteria worker?
So when you wash those dishes, and I'm not making a joke out of it, but when you wash them, so are you really kind of rinsing them and putting them through a machine?
No, I'm doing it manually. That's prison. We'll talk about that later.
Well, prison even has a thing that you can put in.
Yeah, exactly. No, we do it manually. So we'll
usually
scrub.
in prison you spray them off and you put them on a thing and
then it just goes in there. Yeah. I used to work at a scullery when I was busted. Yeah. So that's why I like working in the kitchen where I wash the dishes, because I was a sprayer.
So you took that trade you learned in prison, being the sprayer, and now you're a sprayer out here, huh?
The sprayer don't work in my kitchen, so they need to get that fixed. No. Yeah. So I'm the manual sprayer.
You manually spray it.
Yeah.
How do you manually spray something?
I don't know. It doesn't exist yet.
I didn't know the difference between manually. I would say manually.
No, I wash the dishes and then sometimes I grab a cup and I just throw it on there because the sprayer doesn't work.
Okay.
That's what I mean, like a manual sprayer.
I would say a manual sprayer is some type of hose that it wasn't made to spray. So manually, you got to get it like a water hose and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I use a cup.
So that would be manually spraying something.
Right. But I use a cup. And then I just
use a cup.
Yeah.
So that's your manually way of spraying something.
A cup, a bowl, whatever I have right next to me.
Man.
It's a hard job. No, it's not. But yeah.
I didn't know your name was Emmanuel.
Who the fuck is Manuel? Where does he live?
You saying Emmanuel does this, Emmanuel does that? Like, I'm confused. Emmanuel does this, Emmanuel does that. Like, you're Emmanuel? Oh, their name was Divine. My bad. That's what you're saying, right? This is the name for Emmanuel? No. I was fucking with you, my bad. Back joke.
Stomps was confused.
Yeah.
Because of my sexuality when I hit prison.
So that's a good job right there in the sense of, you're taking care of the kids, and
it's a district
someone's got to be, like the parents want to know who's washing their kids' dishes, right?
Right.
Do you let them know when you go out there, say, hey, I wash your kids' dishes?
No, because they're mean to me.
But maybe they don't know you wash their kids' dishes.
Yeah, well, that's true.
If they knew you were the one that washed all the kids' dishes, you'd be getting tipped like a stripper. Straight up. Because parents are worried about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's certain parents are crazy, especially if it's a white community maybe, right? You know what I mean? Or what would you call it? Like I don't know. But anyways, parents, are concerned about little things like that. So they'll pick and choose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a parent. I would show more respect to the dishwasher than I would the librarian.
Right.
But then who chooses about who's gonna give? You know, I mean, what kind of person says, "Hey, I'm gonna treat this person like this. I'm gonna treat that person like that."
Exactly.
That's an asshole right there, huh?
Yeah. So I get that all day.
You get that all day.
I do.
But if they knew you washed the dishes, you wouldn't get that all day.
Probably not, but they'll be like, "Oh, it's a Mexican girl washing the dishes."
And it makes sense because they're gonna do it right. Because Mexicans are hard workers.
Yeah.
And they make the world go round. And they work in all these kitchens across the world and making people very happy. You know, with a clean dish and a great fucking plate of food, dog. Don't play with that shit. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm cool with what I do. I like my job. No lie, I really do like my job. I've had many jobs. Like I have 2 associate's degrees and all that stuff. I've gone to school. I'm highly educated, you know, street smart, book smart, all that shit. But at the end of the day, I like working with kids. Yeah. Because I was a kid at once and I was lost.
Did you start off in the classroom and didn't work out, so they threw you in the kitchen?
No. I started off in the kitchen.
Okay.
Because I wanted to. Okay. And it was at an elementary school, you know? And then my daughter, she's 9 years old. So where I worked, she went to school. Yeah. So all her friends were super excited and super jealous because the cafeteria lady was her mom.
Yeah.
So I could be able to like heat up her food and do things that for my daughter that other kids couldn't get. Gotcha. Pretty much, you know? So for me, I don't know. I like working with kids. I love kids. So any school that I go to, I take pride in what I do, regardless if I'm cooking the food or I'm washing the dishes. I like it.
Are you ghetto with the kids too?
You know what? There's a couple little ghetto kids because I do the snack bar, and there's a couple little ghetto kids that go up to me and try to like swindle me with shit. Like, no, I don't play. Like, come on, I'm not gonna get fired to give you a cookie for free. Absolutely not, you know? But they try.
You don't ever let them slide on an extra cookie?
No, I can't.
Because you would get fired?
That's a fucking district job. You know how hard it is for a 2-time felon to get a job at a school?
Okay.
In a district? Yeah. I'm not gonna lose my job for a kid that I don't know.
No, for sure.
You know?
Damn, I would hate. I don't know. I don't work good in restricted environments like that.
Right.
That's a restricted environment. Like I'm sliding. Like I'll fuck with that little dude right there. Bop. You know what I mean? 3 cookies.
I mean, I wish I could, but at the end of the day, that's what pays my mortgage. 100%. You know, and if I don't have that, then I would have to bust my ass off with my other 2 businesses. You know, and it's like I'm not gonna do that. I'm fucking tired already.
Over a free cookie. Huh?
Over a cookie. Yeah. No, I really, at the end of the day, no. You know? It's different now. If it was back then, I wouldn't give a fuck. Take all this shit. The fucking cookies, the brownies, the chips.
When you were committing crimes.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care about the cookies.
I would not give a shit.
Out the back door.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get it.
It's different now, you know? Back then, I really didn't give a fuck. But now it's different.
So you live in a real fucking, a real tight ship. You run in a tight ship, so to speak.
I'm strictly on schedule. Like you were saying earlier, you're always 30 minutes early to your job, right?
Yeah.
I'm always prompt.
What's prompt?
On time.
Okay.
You know?
On time is...
Completely I discipline
what's on
myself.
time? What's on time?
On
like
time,
3 minutes?
10 minutes. 10 to 15. It depends.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose what I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
Then I'm slacking, and then I'm bad on me.
Yeah.
And then I down myself, and then it goes all fucking bad.
Well,
I can't do that.
No, 100%. And I'm not trying to like question you, but sometimes people use words that other people have their own. They may have their own definition. Yeah. I'm prompt. I'm on time. Well, what's on time? You know what I mean? Some people on time is to be there 30 minutes or an hour early. Right. Now I'm on time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But some people on time is like really, really on time. Like I just got here. I got 2 minutes.
Yeah. No.
I got 2 minutes to walk up in this mug, and don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Sometimes you know motherfuckers slipping too like that. You know?
Don't get me wrong. I'm late a couple times here and there because I mean I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that's, you know, getting them up early, getting them ready. And my kids, my oldest son, he's 17 and he's autistic.
Okay.
My daughter's 9 years old. She's autistic with ADHD.
Wow.
So you can only imagine, you know.
Your workload
That's all
is
I know.
crazy.
Yeah. And I'm by myself.
Oh my God.
You know. So for me, it's hard. So I have to literally get up an hour earlier than my kids do, just to get them ready, and that's not easy. So when I say 15 minutes, that's a lot. That way I could sit in my car and just relax and focus on myself.
Yeah,
because my days are fucking hard.
Well, you know what? You know what I want to do, everybody? I want everybody to give a round of applause, give her some hearts, give her some love, man, for being this mom right here. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Straight up. That shit hard, bro. That shit hard. I mean, like, don't play with it. Like, as soon as she said, you talked about your kids and stuff, and man, you're by yourself. Like, damn, man, that shit is tough, man. Man, the struggle's for real, huh?
It's no joke, but...
And you still making time to do rap music?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
is that your kind of like therapeutic way of getting away from everything?
Yeah, I pretty much pour my heart out on a paper and pen because I go old school.
Yeah.
I try to do the phone thing, but for me, if I could see it and I write it, you know how they say if you just like standards, you write it over and over and over and it sticks to your head?
Okay.
That's how I do it when I write. Like for me, I rather write with a pen and a paper because that's what I'm used to. I'm old school when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know about technology shit.
I do, but I still am old school. I know about all the technology, but I got a paper calendar that I keep my dates on for everything.
Right, because you have to. I'm a visual learner, so if I see it over and over, it sticks to my brain. What do your kids? Do your kids trip out on you when they see you in the living room and you're just all fucking hyped up and shit, and you're spitting a rap that you just wrote? I mean, do they cheer you on? Are they supporters of what you do? They actually do.
Yeah.
My son, like I said, he's 17 years old, right?
Okay. Yeah.
We're focusing on him being a videographer. He does animation, video editing. That's what he specialized in for 5 years already.
So this is one of the two kids you have.
Right. My oldest son, he's 17.
Okay, and he's
autistic.
But there's different levels of the spectrum,
medium,
right?
Yeah, there's a difference. So high functioning is my daughter, because she has ADHD. My daughter can do everything without me telling her what to do.
Okay.
But when she gets lost, I have to tell her one by one. My son has to have a list. He's highly disciplined to where he has a calendar in his room and a time. This is what you do. And I have to completely stop everything to make sure he did everything right. Because if he didn't, he'll flip out. Ah. You get it? Because it didn't go right.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
He's got that probably like OCD and all that other stuff too.
Yeah, he does.
Huh?
His room.
Yeah.
If I move, say for instance, this is not his, but like his PS5 controller, and if I move it this way, he'll come out, who touched my stuff? Yeah. Because he knows where everything's at. My kids have a photographic memory, and it's crazy because I have the same thing too, And my son, so is medium to mild autism. Yeah. Because he could be by himself and fend for himself pretty much. He could cook, he can clean, he can wash, he can vacuum. But I have to tell him, 5 o'clock, you have to take a shower. 6 o'clock, you have to get your clothes ready. And I have to tell him what to do in order for him to have the schedule visually and in his mind. He's completely on time. Yeah. With my daughter, she's 9 years old. She's autistic with ADHD. So she has to be put on a schedule, but she's everywhere because of her ADHD. She's highly hyper. She likes to talk. She's fucking amazing though, because she'll get up in the morning. She'll go to my son's room. She'll knock on his door. Buddy, it's time to go to school. Get up now or mom's gonna get mad. She comes back. She gets her stuff ready while I'm getting ready. So she's like a mini me version because I'm everywhere. I stay focused. I concentrate and I make sure everything gets done. And my daughter's like that too. But she kind of slacks because of her autism, So for her learning was difficult because it's two disabilities blended into one. And it's just me. Yeah.
Well, you know what I was thinking about it, on the flip side, at least when you go to say you go to work and I pictured about how, it must have been hard for you, raising these kids by yourself. And we'll get into your story soon, and you can give us the ins and outs of everything. But at least when you go to work, when you're talking about that, I picture you washing the dishes, listening to your music, dancing. Yeah. So at least when you go to work, you don't have too much pressure on you. You know what I mean?
No,
you're chilling, you're cruising.
Yeah.
You cruise through the day.
Yeah.
See some little kids, smiling, having fun, wash some dishes, hand out some cookies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then get back to your regular job.
Right.
Home, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not that it's hard. It was hard for me to adjust. I mean, a first time mom, just still on parole, pregnant. Finding out that your child could possibly either be mentally retarded Down syndrome, or with low functioning disability. You know, they told me that when I was 6 months pregnant, and they're like, you can terminate. I'm like, no. I couldn't.
So they were able to see in the were able to see in the ultrasound
No, it's a blood test that they do.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it's
and they can tell in the blood.
They can tell if your child could have a disability, or they could be with Down syndrome. You know, and they asked me, you know, there's a possibility your son could be mentally retarded. You can end termination right now. You could terminate your you know, the fetus or the baby, or you can decide to keep it. And I mean, me coming out of prison, and that was my first child, I'm not gonna, you know, terminate my pregnancy. So it was, I don't know, it was kind of like, nobody wants that for their kids, you know. Everybody as a parent wants the best for your child, you know.
Absolutely, so, yeah.
I never saw my son different. I never treated him different. He's always been the same. I treat him the same as any other kid. He gets in trouble, he gets yelled at. I take his stuff or whatever, and my son is so easy to where he makes a mistake, he learns from it, and he continues. You can't hurt his feelings at all. You know, he's very loving, and if you tell him something, like you disrespect him in like a verbal way, he doesn't care. He'll just start laughing. He'll laugh, and my son can fight.
He sounds like my type of, like, you know what I mean? My type of dude to kick it with, you know?
He's chill. Yeah. Like, you don't even know he's there because he's just, he's very observant.
Yeah.
And he's very defensive when it comes to me.
Yeah.
So if I do like a road rage thing, you see this almost 6 foot tall child sitting behind me talking about, who fucking did that, Mom?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's okay, just sit down. And it's crazy because he does it all the time. He thinks that I'm upset at somebody, and he'll just sit up forward. Yeah. Because my son can fight, you know?
And so are you road raging a lot?
Sometimes, because people don't know how to do a fucking 4-way stop. Oh, like, man. Motherfucker, you stopped first. Why are you in the middle of the road looking around like who's going? You are, because you're in the middle. And it's every morning the same stop, dropping him off at the bus stop.
Yeah.
It's...
Road raging, though, is like, it's horrible, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Why you do it?
I gotta get somewhere. I have 2 kids
so
to
does
drop
everybody
off.
Else.
I know, but people don't understand it's only the 4-way stop that pisses me off. You don't know how to fucking stop and look around before you get, like, when you're getting there. I know for me, when I'm getting to that stop, I'm looking around. I stop first, he stops second. I don't know if it's just me, the way my mind works, but I know when I'm going. Why the fuck doesn't everybody know? You know, like, I don't know. I live in a different neighborhood, like it's white collar. You know, I live in Ventura County, Simi Valley, white people. It's completely different.
So you just
right here, people don't give a fuck. They just keep going. I'm good with that. But if you're gonna stop in the middle of the road, figure out where the fuck you're going.
So you're snapping on all the white people.
No,
out
I'm
there.
just like, fuck, come on, let's go. And nobody's going. So I just take off. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta get somewhere.
This is the menace to fucking Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Mad Max, Simi Valley.
Yeah.
So road raging is, I've road raged before.
Right.
You know? And I've road raged to a point where some dude almost T-boned me one time, right? And I forgot what I did. Long story short, dude, he had to pass through me, and I looked at him when he passed through me after he almost T-boned me, you know, and he got ahead of me and he stopped, right? And I fucking hit him in the back, you know what I mean? Hit him in the back, pushed the car up to the side like that, you know what I mean? That was me road raging, like, you know, on a sick one, you know what I mean?
Right.
On a good one, strapping my waist, you know what I mean? You know, tripping, but I was pissed though, right?
Right.
But and then I started, you know, growing up and living life and not being on a sick one, and just different things changed in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I road raged one time, and out there off the 101, out where you living at, you know what I mean? Canoga Park, coming through Canoga Park or whatever. And this Armenian dude, right? I cut him off, dude. He was a Persian dude, Armenian dude, something like that, right? I cut him off by accident, dude, because I was trying to get into the freeway.
Right.
You know? And, you know, sometimes you just squeeze up in that bitch. I squeezed in there, you know? he didn't fucking like it, you know what I mean? So he came on the side of me, and the traffic picked up, so he fucking, and he almost sideswiped me like this, you know what I mean? Came real close to me, and he was like, what? You know what I mean? And he's in a Range Rover, and at the time, I think I had like a Chrysler 300, right? And so I get my Chrysler 300 with the Hemi engine, and I go, and I pull up on the side, because he's on the fast lane after he did that to me, so I'm like, man, I'm gonna get my little clap back, right?
Yeah.
You know, and as soon as I get to his window, this fool goes like this, pop, pop, goes like that, right? And you know, naturally, I reacted. And how am I gonna react? I hit the brakes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I hit the brakes, I said, damn, he got me. He got me because he didn't have a strap. He actually went like that, you know what I mean? He looked over the thing, so he went like that to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that could have been a strap.
It could have.
It could have been a strap.
Like a lot of road rages end bad.
So ever since then, I stopped road raging,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Road rash is fucked
Because it's
up.
just stupid, you know what I mean? It's stupid and it don't make no sense, you know? And sometimes I might bump into the old me, you know what I
Right.
mean? You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, have a real fucking problem. Or sometimes, you know, you don't know what someone's going through, you know, in their
That's
life.
true.
You know?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get somewhere quick, but maybe they just lost a parent or something like that. I just think road raging, man, is crazy. And I'm always getting flipped off and crazy shit by crazy ass
hate
females.
that shit.
And I think I'm starting to recognize you now, you know what I mean?
Wait, what the fuck? It was me down the street, yeah. Because you wouldn't hurry up. I had to go
Fuck
about
you! To the fucking windshield. It's like,
You know what? I don't do that. I get that done to me, and that's what pisses me off. Is like, come on, you know, I'm like the nicest person, but the worst bitch you will ever fucking meet. I'm super calm,
so
super
what did
quiet.
you just say right now? What did you just say right now?
Yeah, but that shit pisses me off because
so
these parents go through this day. They go through that shit every fucking day. How do you not know when to fucking stop and when to go? This is a Monday through Friday bullshit routine that we go through, and you guys want to pull that shit all the time.
I get you. But
You know?
But if anyone ever said, I'm the nicest person in the world, but I'll cut your balls off. That was
Yeah.
like, that's a psycho right there.
Yeah.
No, well,
Are you a psycho?
low key, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm really nice.
Pull out the psycho detector tester.
No, I'm a really nice person. Just don't.
I feel it. I get the vibes
know?
already. I'm getting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking,
I don't want no problems.
No.
Straight up.
Yeah, road rash is crazy, man. I had road rash the other day. Fucking
I don't think that was road rash.
That's
I
what you
think
guys
you
talking
forgot
about?
your prepreration
Oh, like
age.
last week, my bitch kicked me on the road and I got a rash from walking so far.
Yeah, bro.
That's gonna get a chichina.
No, it's not
Did you guys
looking
talk
for the
about road
box of
rash or road-
tomatoes. The road rash?
Were you guys talking about road rash or?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stumps. Stop.
I left
Your
some cream in the
headphones
bathroom.
This fucking guy, man. Talk to your boy on the way home, bro. Talk to your boy on the
I
way home,
stopped
dog.
drinking, dog. That's what happened.
Yeah. Let's get into your story.
Yes.
How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good, yeah.
What are you drinking right there?
White Claw. Anybody that knows me knows that I like White Claw. No fucking mango. No fucking mango. Everybody knows. Don't give me no fucking mango. I don't give a fuck if I paid for it. I'm not drinking it. If I give you $20 and you come back with a fucking case of mangoes, don't talk to me for 2 hours.
Wow.
I don't like mango.
What about bananas? Is it just something apart from
No,
the
no,
fruit?
no, no. I
Did
like
you get hit?
mangoes, but not White Claw mango. That's what I mean. Like,
okay.
don't give me no mango
Okay.
White Claw.
But there's nothing that stems deeper than just the flavor. Like, were you hit over the head with a mango one time from
No,
an ex?
I was not.
Okay.
No. It's just the flavor is off.
You never know. Sometimes people got crazy stories about why the fuck I don't fuck with mangoes. You know what I mean?
It's just the flavor is different. You don't taste it. Doesn't taste like mango. It doesn't. This tastes like strawberry.
Okay.
The other one tasted like watermelon, and then black cherry. They all taste like what they.
Are you
Yeah.
super, super picky with a lot of different things?
Just my White Claws.
Just your White Claws.
Yeah.
Everything else you're pretty easy on
Yeah.
until you get in the car.
Until I get in the car and people don't know how to fucking stop on a four-way stop.
Four-way stop. Yeah. Four-way stop. You can have lights on both sides, you know, so you got a green, yellow, or red, or you can have stop signs on each side.
Yeah, it's a
Sometimes-
stop sign.
Yeah, sometimes there's stop signs.
They're
and
kinda tricky, but-
if it depending on, you know, sometimes someone's in a hurry and someone's just looking at their phone, so you'll jump ahead of them, right? You know,
Right.
They say the right of the way has to go first, right? Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I used to teach classes at the DMV.
Did you really?
No, I didn't. I'm just Stomps' his jokes are rubbing off on me now, man. They're just fucking bad, bro.
Hey, my bad.
Jokes, man.
It's like your breath is bad.
There goes another bad joke. Jesus.
My bad. Hey, I could get one here and there.
Yeah.
Like a skinny
Yes.
bitch. Like a skinny eye and I get one in there. On my back.
So you were raised with moms and pops?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually lived in a Mexican traditional family. Like a household, it was my mom and my dad. My parents have been together for, I want to say, 40, almost 50 years. And I had both parents completely, like, wanting to do the best for everybody, you know? My parents came from Mexico. My dad came first. Told my mom, you know what, check this out. My mom already had 2 kids, you know, and told her, I'm gonna go to the other side, and I'm gonna come back for you, and I'm gonna come back. You know, I have a brother, and my oldest brother, and then my oldest sister that passed away, and he went back for my mom, brought her to the States, and they started a life. Had my other brother, and then they had me, and you know, I was blessed with 2 parents. You know, good parents that wanted the best, that worked their asses off to give us everything they could because they never had it.
Nice. Shout out to your parents. So you had 3 siblings, is that correct?
Yes.
3 siblings. Older brother passed away, you said?
My sister.
Oldest
She
sister, I'm
passed away.
sorry.
Thank you.
My condolences. And we can get into that part of the story. I'm sure it's going to be a part of it, right? And then your other siblings, I mean, what's the age difference?
My oldest brother, I believe, is 53. I really don't fuck with him, but he's like 53, 54 years old. My brother my sister she would have been 51.
Okay, so
Today,
they're older than you. Are you the youngest?
I'm the baby. I'm the
Okay.
youngest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. And my brother before me, he's 47.
Okay.
And I'm 44.
44.
44 years old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So growing up, first generation, huh?
Yes.
Where you guys in? You guys in SFE, San Fernando Valley?
San Fernando Valley. Yeah,
Yeah.
we started off in Panorama City on Bly Street.
Yeah.
We lived there for quite a few years. And then after that, my mom decided that it was getting too much because it started getting to me. And she decided to move south. So she ended up moving us to Delano.
Delano, wow.
That's Van Nuys neighborhood. Yeah.
Oh,
We lived-
Delano.
Yeah, Delano.
That's the
Delano.
street.
That's the street.
Okay.
In the San Fernando Valley. So we moved to Delano for I believe it was like 2 years. Like I said, my mom had 2 other kids, which were my 2 oldest. My sister that passed away and my brother. Decided to bring my brother. And my mom said, you know what, this 1 bedroom for 5 of us is too small. So she said, I'm going to bust my ass off. Had 4 jobs while my dad worked 1 job. And they ended up buying a home in borderline Van Nuys Reseda by Birmingham High School in the Valley.
Okay.
And they bought a house.
Nice.
And they brought us there, but I ended up just going back to Panorama City.
So what was the what did your pops do for a living?
My dad was a welder for Consolidators Fabricators, the people that make the dumpsters
Okay, cool.
at the businesses. So my
Yeah.
dad did that for many years. My mom was a housekeeper at Kaiser, which she still works there and is the lead union rep.
Yeah.
And she's a seamstress. She used to clean houses and she used to sell food.
Wow, she's a hustler.
Yeah, she's a really good hustler.
And she's got a good job too to this day, Kaiser,
Yeah,
man.
she still works at Kaiser.
Shoot.
And my dad retired when he was 62 and decided, you know what, I fucking worked my ass off as a kid in Mexico and did all that stuff. So he retired and started working at Vallarta as a bagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
good market.
he was there like throughout my whole life. My dad just passed away June 28th of this year.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
What did he pass away from?
He got pneumonia, but he had 3 strokes.
Oh.
And like he had a vein in his brain that through that stroke it just erupted. So they did like brain surgery
Yeah.
a couple times on him, and at the end he just, he passed away.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. They call it when a blood vessel bursts in your brain, an aneurysm. Aneurysm. Yeah. Call it an aneurysm. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he died where he wanted to pass away at, which was at home.
Okay.
With me, my brother before me, my 2 kids, and my mom.
And your mom.
So we watched him take his last breath.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's how old was he?
78.
78. Yeah. Well, he was blessed to live 78 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an amazing man. Like, he helped me raise both of my kids.
Wow. And so let's get. I know you're a little bit of get her something, yeah. Get her a tissue or something, bro. Please. One of you guys. Sorry, I'm the only gentleman
No, it's
here. Yeah. Seriously, man.
It happens.
And when I'm the only gentleman in the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fucking problem. You know what I mean? No, I'm just playing.
I can't see it.
I can't see. Stomps did 16 years, man, and he didn't get to the other side of the yard till 10 years later. And he was just like, he was like, damn, they had all this over here this whole time?
I'd have been chilling.
Boy's really blind.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Killer Dog. So, it's kind of crazy. Usually when people say, you told me a little bit about your story, we talked a little about preview to this interview, but you have started off saying, I have amazing parents. A lot of times stories don't start off like that.
No, they don't. They don't.
They don't start off with like, hey, well, tell me about your parents. I mean, oh yeah, I got wonderful parents, amazing parents. And then, okay, so where to go bad? When you talk to us, share your story with us. How was beginning years? I mean, you talked a little bit about something that we talked before this. I mean, I don't know where you start. Go ahead.
So my life was good, Like I said, I had both my parents and everything. They did everything that they could for us. They started, my dad started bringing family over the border, You could call him a pollero or whatever you want to call him, but he just brought all my family, my mom's family, his family, and people just started living at my house, My mom's family, my dad's family was cool as fuck. Like, they all ended up getting up on their shit, and we all lived on Blythe. My dad's whole family, like my uncles, my cousins, everybody was on Blythe for years.
Yeah.
And my mom's family just decided to like pretty much mooch off of my mom because she had a house, she had her shit together, but that was all of us, She did it for us. Started bringing family into the house, and I had many opportunities. I could have been I wanted to be a fucking forensic scientist when I was a kid. A forensic scientist.
For like crimes and stuff?
Yeah,
or so? Yeah.
For homicide. I wanted to do that as thinking when I was a kid, that's what the fuck I wanted to do.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the AC on.
No, you're fine.
And I'm not trying to be rude on being on my phone.
No.
I'm trying to message
good.
the manager here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted to do. So I had all the tools, I had everything. My mom, because of what she did, she's literally set. We're set. My kids are set for life, pretty much because of my mom. So I had all the tools, I had knowledge, I was smart and everything. But as people started coming into my house, I was pretty much I think I was destined for bullshit, because as people came in, shit started happening,
Yeah.
as far as me, which was, it just fucked me up.
Seeing your family members mooch off your mom and taking from you guys, is that what we're talking about in regards to?
No. I was molested.
Okay.
During all of that.
All of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And that was from having so many people in that house that should have never been in that house. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Like, okay, you know, when I mean mooching is they were trying to take whatever my mom would give. And my mom, she loves her family, And it's like, she worked so hard. She had 4 jobs. My dad had a job. So I was pretty much just there being watched by somebody that shouldn't have been there. And it wasn't one somebody, it was two somebodies. But people just know about one somebody in my family, you know? And it was...
So if they're watching, they know there's two somebodies now? Is this new
yeah,
news to them?
Yeah, this is new.
Why is this? Why would this be new news? And I really hate talking about this, but I know this is part of your journey.
I know.
But but why would they barely be knowing there's two and not just one? So you're holding secrets, you're holding shit tight to you, and now you're emotional, so you're letting it out right now. You know what I mean? So now you in a vulnerable state where you're telling the truth. But why telling the truth now?
Because I believe after 30 years, I mean, my dad went to his grave knowing who was the other person. You know, my mom knows. My other brother knows.
Okay.
My oldest brother definitely knows.
Okay.
You know?
So they do know then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I came here with the intention of talking about one person, but I know at the end of the day, it's not easy for me to say, like, there was two people, you know? And one of them should have never been there. The second one was just, I'm never going to be able to get rid of him.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. And it's obviously, you know what I mean, you're gonna go to your grave with this pain.
Yeah.
You know? There's some pain you just can't get rid of, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. You know what I mean? And I think we understand that. Obviously, you understand that you got to come to terms with it, but obviously you got to find ways to cope with it as well. I mean, do you have? I know we're jumping ahead of your story, but have you gotten any therapy or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm actually, honestly, I've been through therapy. I have a therapist.
Okay.
I've spoken to psychologists. I've spoken to a lot of people. So my childhood trauma is already said and done.
How do you manage your stress and stuff like that? Is there something you manage besides music? How do you manage your stress?
My kids.
Your kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep me calm. You know, if I ever feel like I'm getting anxiety or something's getting to me, I either call my daughter or I don't know if it's crazy to say, but my kids know when something's wrong with me because they'll come to my room because I'm always in my room. I don't know why. I've always liked being in my room. But they'll come to my room and they'll lay down with me.
Yeah.
If I'm going through something really bad, my daughter out of nowhere will be like, Mom, can I go to sleep with you? And I have this ginormous bed. And I always tell her, yeah, you can always lay with me whenever you feel like something is wrong with you or you feel like something's wrong with me, you can always lay with me. So for me, my coping mechanism besides writing are my kids.
Your kids.
My kid.
So you said you've seen some, have you seen any psychiatrists or anything like that?
I've been through extensive therapy for my...
Have you got a medicine or anything like that before?
No, I don't believe in medicine because that's temporary relief.
It is.
It never cures anything. It's just there just to ease the pain for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when that shit is over, what happens? Everything's still there.
But I think we live in a world of temporary relief.
Yeah.
Everything is temporary relief, right?
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, right? Everything is
Exactly.
cheers to this temporary relief right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Lux, can I jump in on something real quick? Can I ask you something? Hey, Divine, on you going through that, and I'm sorry you went through that, and you know, for anybody who went through that, but by you going through that abuse, how did it affect you with your relationship with men?
I've had, in the beginning as a kid, after that happened, I never saw men the same. I never trusted men. I've never been okay with a man trying to talk to me or whatever. I used to fight guys all the time because of that anger, you know, and I went to girls. I used to be with girls.
Yeah.
You know, I had that liking of like, fuck, you know, maybe they went through the same shit. You know, maybe they could understand because I'm a woman, and maybe a woman can understand me more than a man because a man obviously is sometimes, no offense to any men in this room or anybody watching, sometimes guys are fucking assholes and they cannot connect to a woman. So I thought back then, like, fuck, maybe a woman can connect to me. And I had connections with women, you know, but I started feeling like, fuck, I didn't want to be a disappointment to my dad. My dad was always A1 top priority in my head and in my heart. That was the love of my life, my dad, you know, so I never wanted to be a disappointment to my dad. We were a traditional Mexican family. I didn't want to feel like, shit, I'm out of place. So I started dealing with men. And the man that I actually chose.
Can we pause that right there? Okay, because I believe we're gonna get to that part of your story, right? I have a timeline that I want to get through, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, how old were you when this happened to you?
11.
11 years old. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, how long was that going on?
A year.
A year.
Yeah.
When it ended, were the people out, or did it just stop?
The main one.
I hate asking these questions.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And I'm very open. Like I've always said, I'm an open book.
I'm trying to pivot from this, but we need to, you know.
Right. No, I got you.
We need to walk out of here with a little more something. I mean, I don't know. We don't need nothing.
I started getting more braver with the first one, which was my whatever the fuck you want to call him. But I started getting more braver with him, and I started hitting him at the end. And he knew that I was already getting tired, you know. So he ended up just taking off, moved states, and disappeared for years.
Okay. I want to get away from that because honestly, it's painful to hear it, and I just don't want to drag you through that straight up. You know what I mean? More than we've already done, because you brought this up. You said you wanted to touch on this, so this is your story, you know. But moving from there, 11 years old, that shit's over with. What are you doing with your life? How are you moving? Where are you going?
Like I said, I've always gone back to Panorama City. Like my family's always, you know, I have family that, you know, did the whole Blythe Street thing and all that stuff. And I've always been, you know, I've been attracted to that because that's what I saw. That's where pretty much I was at all the time. So I just didn't give a fuck anymore. I felt like I was alone. My parents didn't care. My mom was never there. My brothers, it was fucked up that I had to leave to find what I needed at home, which was a family. And that's what I found all the time. So I started fucking up at the age of 13. I started selling drugs. One of my cousins, rest in peace, he showed me how to make money, how to fucking sell drugs, how to package shit. You know, I became a human compressor. You know, I started working with all kinds of fucking dope and all that shit. And at 13.
Okay.
You know, I was fighting anybody, and anybody that looked at me, I would always lay hands on them.
Yeah.
Because I was mad. I was an angry fucking child. You know? So my life started spiraling everywhere.
So what point, I mean, this is probably a dumb question to ask, but were you angry just in nature, DNA, or was happened to you what spun you off from that point of being angry?
I just felt like I didn't belong anymore.
After that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That shit that happened to me as a child was pretty much the blame of everything that happened to me after. Until now, I'm a completely different person. But as a child, thinking that you're supposed to be protected and watched by an individual of your family, you know, and being taken advantage of, I didn't trust anybody and anything. I didn't give a shit anymore, you know? And I was always a happy child.
Yeah.
And that just fucking changed. Like, it just turned my lights off to, let's fucking go. Let's get this shit. I didn't care what came to me. I didn't care what the consequences were. I just didn't care anymore.
So do you think if that didn't happen to you that you would have not ended up on the streets?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really do believe, because like I told you, I had the tools. I had everything.
Okay.
My older brothers, like my oldest brother, he has a business. You know, he's a millionaire. Trip the fuck out. He's a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
And my other brother, he's an amateur boxer, a trainer. He works for the post office. He's into government politics. They're highly educated. I'm highly educated as well because of my adulthood, because I chose to change. I do believe that if that would have never happened to me, I would have been in law enforcement. I would have been a fucking forensic scientist. I could have been a fucking judge. I could have done anything with my life. But when I felt like I wasn't
worth anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
because I had everything. And people would be like, why are you out here? Why are you doing this shit? Why are you in prison? Why are you not giving a fuck? If you have a family, 2 parents, legit fucking parents, hard workers, why? I could never answer that. I was embarrassed.
Well, yeah, you know, there's certain things you're just not going to share with the average person.
No, exactly.
You can't, you can't, yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, I really could have been a fucking forensic scientist.
You still can be, you know, but I hear what you're saying, though, you know.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
It would have been different for me if...
Yeah, life would have been different.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't want to say this, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you have your kids and everything.
Yeah. I don't...
Sometimes you get, man, I don't...
I'm happy
you
where
can't
I'm
even
at right
make
now.
sense of stuff sometimes,
No.
right? It's just like, what the...
No, but because of that shit right there made me into a strong individual to where I never allowed anything or anybody fuck with what I wanted. You know, I believe in the law of attraction. If you put it out in the universe, you're going to fucking get it. You know, a year before that happened to me, I always said that I was going to do something with music. I've always said that. My family, I'm musically in tune. My dad used to sing. My uncles used to sing, you know, and I knew that music was going to be either a savior or it was going to be something that I was going to do in the long run, you know?
You know, sometimes when stuff happens like that, to heinous stuff, like horrible stuff happen, what happened to you, you know, it's, you know, I myself question God, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
God, where we at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we busy over here? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, man, it's just so, sometimes it's hard to wrap your head around what some people have to endure in their life, you know? And
Yeah.
so you hit the streets. You got a cuz, he teaching you, putting you up on game, how to...
Yeah, I had a couple cousins that would tell me, like, you know what, this is how you flip this is how you crush this up. Don't mix it too much, because then if not, you're not going to have people coming back. Like, I learned that shit when I was 13, you know? And it was crazy because I was always there. I was always the little-ass, chubby little girl with fucking my cousin's Cortezes. They would dress me up like a fucking doll. It was super cute. You know, I liked it, you know, so like I said, I used to glorify that lifestyle. And I was always there, and everybody was always yelling at me to get inside because something was happening because on Blythe it was blocked off, and I was always thrown in the fucking apartment, and I was always mad. But when I was in there, one of my cousins used to be in there doing shit, and I would ask him, what are you doing? And he would be showing me everything, showing me the tools and everything that I needed to make fast, easy money. And to me, that's what I used to do.
That's what was appealing at the
Yeah,
time.
that's what made me a lot of fucking money, you know? And that's what cost me time away from my family.
Okay, so did you go to middle school, high school? Did
Yeah,
you graduate?
Actually, no. I went to middle school. I went to Mulholland Middle School. And then when I went to, I ended up graduating because you know how they used to just push you out of the fucking whatever, junior high, elementary without learning or whatever. I went to Birmingham, and I think the first week of Birmingham, I ended up just fighting some fucking bitch from LA, just out of nowhere. You know, she didn't like the way I looked, I didn't like the way she looked, and then I just fucking mollywopped her ass, got kicked out, started going to different high schools, and I got kicked out of the district.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a fighter. I used to always fucking fight all the time. I didn't care if it was a girl or a guy. You looked at me the wrong way, guess what? I'm gonna fucking drop your ass. And that's what the fuck I did. You know, like I said, my brother before me, he's an amateur boxer and a trainer. So when I was 11 years old, I already knew how to fight because he trained me literally. You know, till this day, we'll squabble up, me and him, and it's cool because I know what the fuck I'm doing, you know? I just don't use it all the time because I can't lose what I have right now that I worked so hard for. You know, so, but going back on that, I used to always fight all the fucking time. I was angry. I was highly angry at everybody. And I didn't know why. I didn't know who I was anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
So did you graduate high school? How was high school? Did you go to high school?
I went to pretty much...
Bunch of different schools pushed around or what?
60% of the high schools in the San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
Because I used to always get kicked out. I got my GED in prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when was the first time you got arrested? Then with that, maybe we should go to that.
I was 12 years old. I got arrested.
What'd you get arrested for?
Assault and battery.
Assault and battery.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
Some girl that was fucking telling me like.
No, I'm saying. I said. I meant to say like, who knew? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know,
oh wait, who'd have thought it?
Yeah, who'd have thought? You know?
Who'd have thought it?
I think you said it about 10,000 times already that you are a fighter. You know what I mean?
I like to fight.
Okay,
well, I used
go.
to like to fight. I don't like touching people anymore. Like as it's not like that.
Yeah. Well, are you single right now?
I am single, but I am.
Yeah, no, it's all good. No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you were single and you were out on the market, I'm sure after this podcast, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna be trying to get fucked up. Hey, this dude's like, nah, bro.
No, I honestly like as we're talking about like my youth and all that shit. I'm a really for real. I'm the sweetest person. I'm really nice in a relationship wise until either you make me an angry person again or you trigger my PTSD.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So they say, and I'm not. I don't know. I don't always get this right. Very. I try to work on it, you know what I mean? But they say if somebody has control of your emotions, then that means you are out of control. You are not in control of yourself.
Jesus.
Right? You've heard that before, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, because,
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. But now you have a hold of that a little bit, right?
Actually, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've come a long way to where I was before, but there's times where my childhood trauma sneaks in either into somebody I'm talking to, somebody I'm seeing, or in a relationship.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, you'll never get over that. It's the PTSD
No,
you
it's
said.
the PTSD. Like, people can trigger it out of
100%.
nowhere,
Yeah.
And then I just like.
Yeah, it could be a four-way fucking.
A four-way fucking stop in Simi Valley, damn it. Yeah, it could be that, but I've learned to control like my anger. I used to have anger issues, and like I said, I went to intensive therapy for my childhood trauma, And I mean, there's been a lot more things that came after my childhood trauma that pretty much fucked me up even more.
Like we're sharing your story right now, right?
Yeah,
Like what else fucked you up?
So going on to that, I ended up, fucking moving closer to Central California.
Okay.
To continue doing what I was doing that ended up getting me busted. And I ended up going in there with, I was fighting 18 years.
So you went to Central California?
Yeah. I actually lived in Fresno, California.
Okay. Yeah. So you went to Fresno.
Yeah.
You're living with Fresno. Mm-hmm. You're living in Fresno, and you went there because of why?
Because in the beginning, it was, okay, so I got busted for transportation, firearm, and then drugs on a prison ground.
In Fresno?
In Fresno. Well, it was actually Avenal Tell-All.
Okay, Avenal.
Avenal.
Yeah, there you go.
So in Avenal, and so that's by Fresno.
Yeah, that's not that far from Fresno.
So you moved to Fresno.
Yeah,
because you're fighting a case, or
no? Because I was pushing drugs in that prison.
So you didn't answer the first question then.
Okay.
Why did you go to Fresno? Were you living with a dude?
No, I was in a relationship with somebody that was busted that I was with before he got busted.
I got you.
He gets busted, and I decide to be like, you know what?
I'm
Let's
gonna move
make
out
some
that
fucking
way.
money.
Okay.
I got this to push, and I have 3 girls. Let's all get this shit.
Bring your holiday.
But you got arrested for this, right?
I did.
Okay, cool.
Convicted, everything.
So just be careful on this podcast. You know what I mean? Just know everybody.
No, everything that I'm telling you is I've already been charged for.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, no, usually I have that conversation with everyone before, but I don't know if I had that with you. But I always like to give that reminder. No,
but I know already. I already know what to say, what not to say. You know what I mean?
Everybody does know, but everybody does deserve a reminder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Young or OGs, triple OGs, I'll be like, hey, dog, you already know what's up, right? Bop, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. And they're like, yeah, that's what's up. But that's just, you know what I mean?
Right.
You got to say that. So you moved to Fresno because you're with this guy that's doing time in Avenal.
Yeah.
Okay. And you get caught up.
Right.
You get caught up.
I get caught up. I get like comfortable to the point where I was supposed to drop other things off, and I get busted with that as well. You know, I have a visit. And I was supposed to be there Saturday, not knowing that my co-defendants were on the phone about when I was going to be there, what I was going to take, and all that fucking bullshit. So I don't show up on Saturday, I show up on Sunday. And I get popped right then and there. Before I get on that little van that takes you to the yard.
Yeah.
I'm in the waiting room.
Are the co-defendants inside or are they outside?
It's my first boyfriend, which is my co-defendant, and then the other guy, he's in there too.
Wait, but you're saying they were on the phone.
Okay, so
they were on the phone.
They were on the phone.
Somebody was dropping a dime, or they heard the phone call.
No, they heard. You know how? What is it called?
They record the phone calls.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. Oh, so you guys are doing transaction on recorded phone?
Not me. He decided to bring another party in, and there was a couple, right?
And they were doing transactions
and
through
they
the
were on the
recorded phone
phone telling them every fucking thing.
Like telling on yourself.
There you go.
I need you to do the dub C. Come again.
Come again. The pancake and the waffle maker.
Fuck, huh? That's some fucking. That's like.
Yeah, that was an easy fucking setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happens. I was facing 18 because I had everything on me.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of the day, the guy that I was with told my lawyer that my mom got for me and him, told, you know, at the end of the day, just we're taking a deal. Tell her we're taking the deal. They gave us 2 deals and told me, like, you know, you're going to get 2 strikes. And I'm like, all right, I'll take whatever the fuck you want me to take. You know, I was telling my lawyer, what do you want me to do? He's like, okay, he started laying everything on the table. So one of my co-defendants, he was a second striker, so he's a lifer now.
Oh, he's a lifer now because of that case?
He's a lifer now. He got the 3rd strike, yeah. The one that was on the phone ended up getting that fucking 3rd strike, and he's a lifer. My ex, he's out, but he was doing 8 years. He ended up getting 7 on top. And the girl that was with the lifer, that is, you know, he's a lifer now, she ended up getting, they were giving her a year because she was pregnant.
What?
You know, a year, and she's never been busted, whatever. And they told me 8, and I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. And my attorney's like, don't take it. Don't fucking take it. They're going to offer you, that was the first deal. They're going to offer you one more deal.
Why were you willing to take 8 years?
Because I didn't want to fucking do 18.
But it's your first time though, right? Is it an adult case?
It's an adult case, yeah. It was my first time. But they were looking at, my mom was supposedly going to expunge my shit, like seal my juvenile.
Yeah, but they can't bring juvenile in adult cases. Yeah.
No, so, but they were throwing what I had in the car in the mix. They said, if you take this, we'll erase what's in your car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, let's take it. And he goes, no, you got one more chance. Just fucking wait. And I'm like, fuck. And my dad's right there like, no, fucking take it. You could do it. I had no kids.
Fucking
so
pops.
I didn't give a fuck. My dad, you know what, I'm gonna tell you right now, my dad rode for me like he was my best homie. You know what I mean? He went to see me from the Valley to Fresno.
Yeah.
Well, Chowchilla, Valley State Prison. That was in 2000.
Lucky
Every fucking weekend he was there. Saturday and Sunday stayed at my house, and he was fucking writing for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he loves you, huh?
He loved me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I was
he
his
loved
only.
you. I'm sorry,
He was my. I was his only daughter. Yeah.
He's
You know?
watching you right now.
I know he is.
Yeah, for
You
sure,
know,
for sure.
so he told me, fucking take it. You know, tú puedes, hazlo. So my attorney told me, like, no, just wait. You got one more. So they said 3 with 1 strike. I said, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
That sounds a whole lot better than 8 years on the first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
3. And everybody else, my ex took a little bit more time for me to get the 3.
Okay.
You know, which was
Yeah.
cool as fuck because we knew each other since we were kids.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it, you know, thank you. So that was that. And I ended up getting out, instead of 3, I ended up getting out 5 with the 2nd strike.
Okay, so you go to, you know, it's your first time as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
so you bailed out, or were you in there the whole time fighting it?
My mom was trying to bail me out, and I told her, fucking no, there's no way.
Yeah, so you had no bail. And I know you said your pops would go to your house, stay there, and then go visit you, but I was just wondering if there was a certain point where you did have bail, but you didn't, so you fought your case the whole time
the
in
whole
there.
Fucking time.
Okay, and so, I mean, how was it being the first time in county jail in a woman's facility?
No fucking lie, I was like, they were telling me, okay, you know what, here's this, and that. You're not from out here. Your address shows Panorama City. You're not from the county. You're not from Fresno. I was in Kings County. I was out there. And they're like, what do you want to do? I said, just fucking throw me where I belong. And he's like, all right, then GP, let's fucking go. And I was like, all right, let's fucking go. I didn't care. Like I said, I didn't have kids, so I had nothing to lose.
Well, where else would you go besides GP?
I was not going to fucking single sell my ass for shit.
Yeah, you have opportunity to go GP, but yeah.
So I said, fucking let's go. So I go in there, whatever, and it's cool, And back then, I was literally like 340 fucking pounds when I was 20 years old. Yeah, goddamn. I was that big. I was a big ass fucking bitch. And I'm not afraid to say it because I lost a gang of weight. But I went in there, and there was nothing but norteñas and bulldogs right there in Kings County. And it was like, fuck, all right, cool, fuck it. There was an old lady. It was it was crazy because the bunks, they were against the wall, and it was 4 of them.
Okay.
I was at the bottom because I was so big, you know? So I was at the bottom, and it's shower time. So I go, and I fucking get in the shower, and a big-ass fucking 300-plus pound bitch comes out with a little-ass fucking county towel.
Was it you or it was?
It was me.
Oh, it was you.
But I'm saying like a big ass bitch like me comes out in a fucking towel. I have a big ass 1-3 on top of my knees, like above my knees.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that you're gonna think that's gonna happen?
Yeah. So what happens?
I walk out and boom, 5 bitches come at me.
Yeah.
You don't fucking belong here. I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. Like, do what you gotta do. I end up getting down with all of them. Not one bitch fucking dropped me. Not fucking one. Damn. The CO comes in, starts fucking grabbing everybody, grabs my fat ass and throws me against the wall. And they fucking tie me up. Like, they straight hog tie me. Feet, arms, back.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
That time you shake.
And it was fucking Easter Sunday the day I got busted. That was fucked up. It was fucking Easter. I was looking for my huevitos in there. Like, no.
But so if you're, let's be honest, man. Let's be realistic about this conversation and this fight right now. Okay, you're 300 and how many pounds?
300 and almost like 340 something.
340 something. How tall are you?
5'7".
5'7", 340.
No parking, baby. No parking on the dance floor.
I was a big motherfucker. I was a big ass bitch, and I didn't give a fuck.
If you went down though, you wouldn't be able to get up.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about it, exactly.
So you really stood up with all those females?
Yeah, I did. And the only reason why I did. Did you have your back against
the wall?
No, I was in the middle of the fucking pod right there.
And they were just circling you, hitting you?
No, it was 5 of them, but they were not that big.
They're giving you body
That's
shots.
The thing. They were not that big, and everybody else could have had the advantage of fucking my shit up. They could have, but they didn't. And the only reason, and I give props to my brother because as a kid, he taught me how to fight. He taught me what to do and what not fucking to do. Yeah. He said, when a bitch has you down by the hair, down to the bottom, you grab them behind their knees and you fucking drop them with everything that you got. You get on top and you fucking rock that bitch. Yeah. And that's exactly what the fuck I was doing. I was a big bitch, but I was fast.
So you were agile.
Yeah.
You were 300. So you were 324 pounds, but
40
pounds, but you were lightning fast.
Yeah.
They were F and F, fat and fast. F and F. Yeah, big ass F and F on you. What's that stand?
Yeah.
Fat and fast.
Yeah. Like I was, I knew what the fuck I was doing, and everybody was just trying to pull my hair and hit me. Like, no.
Let me ask you a question. When you got out the shower, did you put a bunch of baby oil on you?
No, but I did put Vaseline on my face because ain't nobody touching this pretty face.
Yo, slide it off.
Straight the fuck up. Vaseline on the face. My hair was already up because I already knew it was coming.
You already knew it was coming.
Yeah. I'm in Kings County.
Yeah.
I'm from the valley.
So every time they try to hit you on the face, their shit would just slide off.
But they couldn't even do that. That was the funny part.
Yeah.
That I was just hitting and hitting and hitting, and they were coming, and I was just hitting, and it was done. You know, like the fucking, though there were sheriffs. So they came in, they fucking grabbed everybody, they fucking threw me against the wall, they hogtied me, and they threw me in the dungeons in the back, and they would not bring me back out.
When you were 340 pounds, were you top heavy or were you evened out 340 pounds?
I was evened out.
Evened out?
Yeah.
Feet like cinder blocks.
They're like a brown pillow with feet.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Get attacked by
Like a brown
5
pillow
females.
with feet, huh?
Yeah.
Did it feel like you were just like, it was just a
It
bunch
was
of
like
mosquitoes?
pillows hitting me, like a pillow fight.
Pillow fight,
Yeah,
okay.
it was just like that.
Yeah, they would-
Yeah, because I've been hit,
The
and I've been
punches
hit
were-
hard as fuck.
How hard?
Bottle hard, like bump right here, still in the fucking, right here, like really fucking bad.
And it
I've
didn't
been hit
faze you?
really hard. No, I'm still right here. Like, I went
Yeah.
to sleep right after with a fucking sick-ass concussion.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know what it is, but I have a high pain tolerance. Very high. You know, so.
Well, when someone has, see, I want to say this right. When someone has a mane, right? A bear has a mane, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Lion has a mane. I think the mane is from the lion, right? I mean,
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, you had a mane. You had 340 pounds.
Yeah, I was a
motherfucking
big-ass
mane,
motherfucker
right?
that I
you know what
wasn't scared of
like,
shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You just
Yeah, let's
fucking,
go.
yeah, like,
Well,
I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna feel it like maybe a skinny
No,
female.
I'm not.
A
I'm not.
skinny
No,
female,
if it was
right?
a little bitch that fucking got her ass beat by 5 girls, she's gonna feel it, and you're gonna see it on her.
Yeah.
Because she's tiny. I was a big fucking bitch. I was
Yeah.
a really big fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm proud to say that I was big back then. You know.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just trying to, like, you know, we
But
haven't
it didn't.
phase you.
you had all that body and they're giving you body
A
shots.
whole lot of body.
So you had like body on top of body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get you, they throw you on the wall,
Yeah. I get hogtied.
hogtied,
Hogtied.
and it's not Thanksgiving, it's Easter. You
No,
clarified
it's fucking
that.
Easter
Yeah.
Sunday. It was Easter Sunday.
And they take you to,
Right there in Kings County Jail, it was called the single cells, right? The dungeons. So there was five females, like 5 cells for 5 females that are high profile. Like murder, fucking, all kinds of fucking psycho shit. They threw me back there and they wouldn't let me back out until I was sentenced and sent.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
of that shit, you know what I
well,
mean?
yeah, because you're just from a different section and, you
Not
know.
just that. I said, fuck it, take me back. Like, I want to go back.
Yeah.
I really do, because I enjoy, like, back then I used to enjoy seeing people just, like, you know, fuck it, don't fuck with me because I'm going to come at you.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck up, you know? So I was back there and it was fucking highly depressive.
100%.
There was nothing there.
Yeah.
I had to wait every other fucking day for a shower. And
Yeah.
I had 3 minutes, not 5. You know?
Yeah.
I had my toilet. I had everything. And it was crazy because it was bars. Me being the first time as an adult in a facility like that, I was like, God damn, what the fuck did I do? You know? Like,
Well, bars is better than a door, but
Yeah,
I guess you have
it
more
actually is,
You have
yeah.
more privacy with the door, but you know that bars.
But in the bars right there, it was
shit,
I would
fish.
just look, and it was crazy because I would be like, "Oh, can I watch the? You know, I want to watch the TV."
Yeah.
So I would push the button that was on the wall where the speaker with the fucking country music used to come on every fucking day,
a nightmare.
and I hated that shit. I like it now, but
I don't like
I
it.
hated it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd be like, "TV, please." The fucking sheriff guy, because they were all sheriffs, they would come and they would roll the TV in front of me.
Yeah.
And we would have to sign up for the TV, and it was just fucking 4 of us.
Yeah.
You know, it was a girl that was fighting death row, a girl that killed her parents and her brother, and then there was another girl that was just a driver of a fucking home invasion.
Yeah.
You know? So, and then it was me at the edge. And it was like, fuck, listening to what the fuck they had to say and how crazy they were, it was like, fuck, I don't belong here. You know, I have trauma, but the fuck, these bitches are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and then we would go out to yard time for like an hour. And it was crazy because I would only go out an hour every fucking day. And I did that for a year. And it was like, fuck, on top of everything that I was going through, I was like, fuck, I should have never chose this path. But at the end of the day, I felt like I had no choice because nobody gave a fuck.
Well, you didn't give a fuck.
No, I didn't give a fuck,
Yeah.
but I felt like nobody else cared about me,
Yeah, no, I feel it.
you know?
I feel it. But we do what we want to do, especially when you start running them streets and getting that fast money and stuff like that. It's a high. It's a fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what you know, separates some individuals that are about that life and really not about that life is jail. Right? Now you're sitting in a freaking cell.
I'm fucking sitting there thinking like shit,
damn.
did I choose the wrong path or did I, you know? And then at the end of the day, I said, fuck it.
But I don't care, man. I want to go out on a limb and I want to say any motherfucker, you know, is always going to question themselves if they're a little sane, if they have any fucking sanity left in them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, you're going to question yourself like, fuck, man, I could have done this. I could have done that. I mean, that's a part of like, you know.
Yeah, and especially when you're right there by yourself and you have like all these other people, like 3 other people that are quiet. They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk to nobody. Why? Because they're going through trial. They're doing all that stuff. I didn't want to fucking talk to nobody. You know, and I said, fuck it, what am I going to do with this time? I know I'm facing a shitload of fucking years because of what they found in my car and what the fuck I was facing, you know?
Yeah.
So I said, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? I said, fuck it, let's just run this shit. Whatever the fuck it brings me, if I can make money in there, let's fucking get it. Let's get it, you know? And I sat there and I sat there and I sat there, and then I would go to court and I would come back and I would go to court and I would come back. And every time I went to court, I would see my ex and he would just look at me like it's okay. And his mom right behind me, and I would turn around and look at my parents and my mom just crying, like, all this struggle for what? But her not knowing what happened to me.
Yeah.
She thought I just wanted to be a fucking whatever the fuck I wanted to be, you know?
Yeah.
She just thought I was just a child running wild, but not knowing the cause of everything. You know?
What kind of set you off on that path? Yeah, it kind of like lit your fuse, so to speak, right?
Right.
And so what kind of programs you run in that cell? You said nobody was talking. Once in a while you get that TV rolled to you. I mean, what kind of, you know, you shower every other day.
Every other day.
But bird bath, you got bird bath. I mean,
I did that all the time. But I was a big motherfucker, so I would sweat a lot. So I would literally bird bath in the morning. And then when I didn't have shower time, it was morning, afternoon, and night. Sometimes in the middle of the night, because I used to always have nightmares, you know? So I would get up in the middle of the night, I would take a shower, and that was it. I tried to do my hair like in a bun and all this stuff. And I would write most of the time because back then I was still writing, you know, in school, in junior high and in high school. The time that I was spending in high school, I would write. And I used to love poetry.
So you're writing poetry?
I was writing my feelings.
Your feelings?
Yeah. Until this day, I still have books and books and books of shit that I would write. Whether it was my feelings or fucking bars or, you know, everything. Whatever the fuck I felt was in those books. That was my pretty much me like giving myself therapy, you know, to be okay. That's the only way that I could cope.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody finds something to do in there. You know, some guys come out amazing artists, right? You know,
right.
This is deep. You're writing and stuff, man. Doing your thing. You get your time.
Right.
You get your time. You got that, what is it, 3 years?
3 years with the first strike.
First strike. And now you're going to catch the chain, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So how was that?
It was, like I said, I like washing dishes. And I think it was because ever since I went to Valley State Prison for Women, which is now a men's prison, obviously. But once I hit Chowchilla, I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to do? You know, I was on A Yard and receiving, and I ended up chopping it up with a couple people that I actually fucking knew from the Valley.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, what the fuck do we do here? She's like the main it was an older lady. She used to tell me like, there's nothing, you know, me not knowing the first time, like I'm thinking I'm used to my family members being in prison and structure and all this fucking bullshit. Women's shit is highly different. I thought I was going in there like some American Me fucking bullshit. Because this is my first time. I'm an adult, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Juvenile was completely fucking different. But as an adult, I thought, fuck, this is going to be like completely politicking.
Yeah.
The opposite.
Okay.
So I'm on A Yard and we're walking on the track and I see like a bulldog fucking around with a girl from LA. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm not used to seeing shit like that. You know, because like I said, I glorified that lifestyle. I had family members and, you know, a couple cousins of mine were long-termers, lifers, all this shit. So I knew what the fuck was what, you know?
Okay.
So seeing that shit, I was like, okay, what are we going to do? I ended up getting to A Yard, whatever. I link up with a couple girls that I know from the streets. We go over the wall, as we call it, over the wall to, GP and all that shit. We all split up in different yards. And they're like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, well, shit, I want to get my GED. Because I fucking love reading. From the streets, I used to always read all the time. And, I know I wasn't stupid. It was just the shit that was instilled in me, like, fuck, I'm not good enough. So I wanted to be better. I went in there thinking, like, fuck it, I'll get what I get, make money, do whatever the fuck I can to survive or whatever. But I'm going to educate myself. So they fucking threw me in school, and then I worked at the scullery in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I started doing that or whatever, and I linked up with a couple people from LA, San Diego, all over, Southern California, and we started doing our own fucking shit. And I was the main one, the one that stayed there the longest in the scullery, Right when I was about to parole, they decided it was all Hispanic girls in the kitchen, in the scullery.
What is the benefits of working in the scullery?
Pretty much, you pass the kites, shit like that. You get to know a lot of people. You get to walk around different yards, I used to train. For me, I was the head. Like I said, I was a sprayer, right? So I was running the whole fucking scullery. So I would go to different yards, and I would train the girls that would come to what the fuck they were doing. I was pretty much the fucking manager in the kitchen, in the scullery. So the benefits of that was that we could go to the main kitchen, pack up shit, which is orange juice, apples, everything to make a fucking pruno.
Yeah.
We would pack that shit on us. And we had a lot of opportunities to bring it, because we would bring fucking bags of orange juice on our asses. Our tits would be fucking packed with all kinds of shit. It was beautiful, because we could get the food that was left over, or food that they were gonna serve and didn't serve. We always had first dibs, except for the cooks.
Okay.
The other girls, they couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So
I bet you always got out the most stuff for some reason. I don't know why.
why? Because I was fat?
No, because you were the specialist.
I was a cafeteria fucking specialist.
Yeah.
No, I did. You know what? I used to love working in there, just because I got away from everything and it felt normal. It felt normal because I would pretty much associate with a lot of people,
Yeah.
And every time it was like Cheers. And I say that all the time now. Every time I go to a car show, I perform, whatever. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows your fucking name. I would walk in the kitchen. What's up, Aguilar? What's up, Aguilar? What's up, Aguilar? Like left and right. What's up, Aguilar? You want this? You want that? Maybe because I was a big ass bitch and people were intimidated, or they knew that I was hungry, but I would pretty much get whatever the fuck I wanted. That was my advantage to everything that was in the kitchen and the scullery.
And I'm not trying to make fun of your weight, so
No,
I apologize.
I'll do that for you.
Yeah,
I'll do
because
it.
you just did it right
I'll
now.
do that.
But
Yeah,
I did. I'm not trying to like.
No,
I do like making fun of fat people though. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
say
lie.
something
and
about
you know
my
what?
nipples.
And to
So
be
yeah, she
honest
back.
with you,
And I'm overweight too myself. I got titties and a stomach and shit. You know what I mean? Like shit. I'm
No,
fat
but
too.
like
you know what
honestly,
I
I
mean?
know
I'm
what
just
the
not
fuck
as
I
fat
am.
as some people. You know what
No.
I mean?
Why you gotta
Hey, what's on the menu today? That's what she pull up. She's pull up in there. Hey. What's on the menu today?
That fool's camera just froze. That camera's even had enough of that dude's shit.
The camera can't hold my size.
Camera really froze on that
It's
guy.
high
Look at-
definition out here. High as.
Look at him, he's like,
Well, the camera told me when I walked.
Yeah, that's that new board.
The camera told me when I walked in today. They said he's got. The camera said, "Hey, look, that fool got 4 bad jokes, and that's it. I'm dysfunctioning, dog. You know what I mean?
I can't give him everything. You know what I'm saying?
no, but like I said, I
know the benefits of working in the cocina. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
yeah.
I say that just to kind of like pick your brain, but usually
go for
the
it.
benefits are obviously the number one thing you said, which is getting the the pruno and all the good stuff
All
for the
that
pruno.
shit.
You know
You
what I
get
mean?
everything.
But food, man.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
you can't beat that shit, because sometimes, no fucking lie, us being women, we pretty much get what the fuck we want. There's male CEOs, there's female CEOs that like girls, and it's like you gotta pick and choose who the fuck you want to talk to get what the fuck you want.
Okay.
We used to get fucking Subway, we used to get Burger King, we used to get McDonald's, we used to get Jack in the Box, we used to get all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Why? Give me a second. Let me talk to this fool real quick. Let me talk to this bitch real quick. And they were cool as fuck. And what they would do is they would leave shit right there.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, all right, let me get this Big Mac. Let me get this fucking quarter pounder. Let me get this fucking Subway. Let me get that fucking tuna melt. You know what I mean? But it was, I used to fucking love doing that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a big ass fucking advantage. And then we would fucking get kites from receiving. We would find out who's coming, who's going, what's going on, you know? I liked it.
Yeah.
I really fucking liked it. So we were pretty much structured within ourselves, Hispanic females in the scullery. And I would be like, okay, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you know? And then we had that hot-ass machine that would take the trays.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know how many fucking degrees, but if you would put your hand in there, you'd be completely burnt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one time,
You put your hand in there?
no.
Okay, go ahead.
My ass, no, just kidding.
Hey.
No, but they brought in this other person.
As soon as you said that, I thought about that fucking the honey bake store.
Honey bake?
Honey bake? What the
You guys
fuck
know-
is that?
you never been to
No.
honey bake before?
No, that's two
Honey
hands.
bake?
Damn,
Nobody?
fool. What about food for less, dog?
Oh yeah,
Motherfuckers.
everybody knows fucking food for
super.
less. Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here, yeah.
Anyways.
Everybody knows food for less.
Somebody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. The honey bake store,
Honey
dog.
bake store.
Yeah, it's all
Is
good.
it-
We'll figure that.
I
We'll
think
figure
it's
that
like kosher.
out. It's kosher, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Let's
no.
see if this fool's still frozen.
Of course.
Why are you
I
still
know, I'm
frozen?
still like this. Still look at my hands. Look at my.
Shit,
You
man.
still fucking frozen.
Camera had enough of your shit, dog.
I know the song from Frozen.
Sounded like, man, you're really just kind of like living. You're doing some pretty cool time.
Yeah, like you know what? People ask me how was prison for a female. At that time in 2000 to 2006, when 2005, I pretty much got out. But it was like dorm living college
Okay.
because it was 2, 4, 6, 8 to a dorm. Mm-hmm. We had 8 lockers. They were like the tall ones. And we had a shower. We had a toilet. We had a table with 2 chairs. We had the plexiglass mirror type shit. And it was cool. Like for me, it was easy. It was smooth sailing because, like I said, I didn't have kids. So I had nothing to lose at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't have a car. I didn't have a house. I didn't have none of that shit.
Yeah.
So what the fuck was I going to lose? Nothing. Let's do this shit, you know?
Yeah.
So it was cool. I didn't stress until my family started like dying
Okay.
at that time, you know?
Let's before we get into that, which is how doing your time. You worked in the kitchen. You're doing your thing. You're getting your hustle on. Dorm living. I mean, it's like one big party right there. Huh? You be playing cards. I mean, did you ever go out and shoot some handball?
No, we didn't have a
burpees, anything like that?
No. We would run the track. We would walk, shit like that, and we would just pretty much just kick it.
Well, it's kind of like the vibrations. I know all y'all were females. A lot of females talking shit. I mean,
know what? The main fucking issue there is like, oh, you want to get with my bitch or this and this and that. They had families. It was like a family structure. So it was, you had your butch girl, right? And then the female, which was the mom, and then there was a dad, and then you had the sisters, the brothers. Which
wait, what do you mean? I'm confused.
No, you
right
have
now.
a structured family in there.
They have structured families like that?
So there's like they're mainly like long-termers and lifers, right?
So that's
actually a thing in there.
The structured families, they create their own family. These women are so fucking crazy in their head that
you have a family in there. You know? So you have the female butch, that's the dad. The girlfriend, which is the mom, and then you have the brothers and the sisters. The brothers are the butch girls, and then the sisters, and you create your own family. I wasn't a part of that family because I had my own family.
Okay, in your family, who were you in your family?
No, I'm myself. I don't have a family in there.
Oh, you didn't have a family?
No, but I'm telling you, this is what I saw, and this is how it was. You asked what was the,
for sure, yeah.
So the main drama in there was like, okay, you're looking at my girlfriend, or it was the lesbian issue. You know, like you have a girlfriend, you have this, you have that, and you have another female coming trying to get at your girl. What are you going to do? Like, bitch, get the fuck off. So most stabbings, most fucking drama, all the bullshit that you can imagine it was always because of a fucking female that was either cheating on her girlfriend or somebody getting at somebody's girlfriend. That was a drama in prison. for a female. And I'm pretty sure it's still the same. I don't know if it's different because, I mean, it's
So why were you riding solo? I mean, you just
I didn't, because I had a family that would come every other week. Like every weekend, my dad would come and my mom would come every other weekend. I had a family.
And you did say, though, a lot of the ones that were structured like that were like
long-termers and lifers. They didn't have a family. They've been there for a long time. Or there are people that don't have a family.
Well, I get that then. I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it was mostly about. So for me, it was completely different. It was like, okay, let me see what I can get out of this.
I get it, but I still don't. It's hard to wrap my head around it, but I still get it. You know what I mean? Like there's, in regards to dudes, like, you know, it's the homies. You got the group of dudes, homies you fuck with and shit.
It's completely different.
Yeah, it's different. But anyways, I get it. You know, so doing your time right there, you know, you did it pretty easy. I mean, you're chilling.
Yeah.
Did you kind of get introduced to the female side while you on your first term?
Like I said before,
because you did mention that, right?
I used to be with girls.
Before that you were?
Yeah, before that.
Okay, I got
After the whole child molestation shit, it gave me trust issues to men or whatever. But I did steer that way. I had a couple girlfriends here and there, you know, but they were not all there. But I've always been openly expressive to people that really came out. I used to be with girls before, and in prison it was like, okay, I never got down and dirty with the girl in prison. It was just like, okay, you're my girlfriend, whatever, we would kiss, and what are you gonna buy me? Or what are you gonna make me for dinner? That was me.
So you were pimping then?
Sound like my term.
It was called
House kissing.
Just kissing.
Honey bun, the Boston one with the cream in it. That's that bottle shit right there. Chilorio.
With the frosting on top? He said chilorio.
You know what I'm saying, baby?
But
so you had a couple relationships where you weren't.
Yeah, it was, for me. It was I've been with girls, but I've never fully been with girls. So back then it was like, okay, I had my money.
But you're not really one to be known to half step. So why are you half stepping in that area? Because it seems like you're not the one that.
Because I wasn't about to do anything to somebody that I didn't know what the fuck you had. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay.
You want to be with me? You want to spend time with me? This was in prison. You want to be with me? You want to spend time with me? Okay, what are you going to do for me? Because my time is valuable, because I'm over here trying to make something, and you're trying to distract me from what I'm fucking doing. So. And
this is why you're doing your prison time. You're talking about your time in there is valuable.
My time in prison is valuable because I was focused on one thing. Yeah. You know, and like I said,
you're getting your GED. You're managing the kitchen.
That shit, and then you know whatever comes with it, but. You're not gonna sit here and distract me from what I'm fucking trying to do, and what are you gonna give me? Because to me, like I said, I had no kids, I didn't give a fuck. So I'm gonna get what I can from you, and then if you can't give me, guess what? I'm gonna get what I can from her, and her, and her, and her, and so on and so forth. Because I was there temporary. Yeah. I'm not gonna live there, you know? So I'm gonna get what I can while I'm there, and then when I'm out, I'm a different person.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Straight Divine, everybody. Let me pay these bills. I got to pay these bills real quick. I didn't realize the time went like that. Damn, we're already an hour and 40 minutes. It's going by quick. Let's see right here.
You want to go in with me, Dolly? Yeah, let's go.
Let's see real quick. Whew. Hey, we are sponsored by Marijuana, makers of Marijuana beverages. Two sisters, one smokes, the other bakes, and together they make an awesome combination. Give me one of those bottles, please, Killer Dog. One of those Marijuana bottles, please. And check it out, man. They're fucking bomb-ass sodas. They got their cannabis-infused bottle one, please, sir. Back over there. I like to show the bottle. Sorry about that, guys. But he tapped in right there, man. I saw some of the chat. The chat was fucking, not cool, dog. I don't know what you guys are saying about the Wi-Fi. It feels like, check. I don't know. It might be a little slow. Who knows? Sometimes it'll be like that. Haywire right now, man. Anyways, you guys can go to drinkmj.com and order this right here, man. These are fucking bomb. They're not too strong. They're infused with cannabis, and they're just really, really good sodas, man, to be honest. If you have an annuity or structured settlement, hit up your girl Veronica with Catalina Structured Funding. She can get you your money when you need it most. Catalina Structured Funding is attorney owned and operated. So hit up Veronica at 818-319-1581. All right, hey, breaking news. Breaking news, everybody. The Fed has just lowered rates. If you own a home, now is the time to revisit. Let me turn this down a little bit. Now is the time to revisit the financing, and if you want to buy, revisit the approval process. Many of our listeners mistakenly believe the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit, a large down payment, and then proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. This isn't the case right here. The team at Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own bank. They have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even help investors find ugly homes to flip. This is how home flippers buy their homes. Call Andrew now and see what they can do for you. And this is his personal phone number. His personal phone number is 626-825-6565. Looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Hit them up on IG to find a location, and that Instagram is at Killa Kush __420. Looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles? Look no further. Doug Sherrod is our guy, and he can be your guy as well. He used to work in the federal prosecutor's office, and he was also a district attorney for the city of Los Angeles, all right? He didn't like the unfair politics on that side of the fence, and now he's going to bat for individuals that have been wrongfully accused or just had a bad weekend. Hey, if you'd like to use our lawyer, hands down best lawyer. His name's Doug Sherrod. This is how you reach him. KingKongLawyer.com. KingKongLawyer.com. Orange County, stand the fuck up. Gutter Freedom is a lifestyle brand that is dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come from and what you've been through, with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Please visit GutterPhenom.com. GutterPhenom.com. Use Hoodstocks20, get 20% off. We're all sponsored by La Conecta. Go to shoplaconecta.com. Use Hoodstocks, get 20% off. We're also sponsored by here goes right here, Graphic Joe. You need stickers, all right? You need stickers. Go to Instagram and just type in @GraphicJoe _. Hey, DM the homie Hoodstocks. He's going to hook you up. Easy work right there. We also sponsored by Kush Connect, baby. You see that up right here? Let me see if I get it right this time. There you go. I always get this confused because I'm looking at it. Bam, that motherfucker right there, Kush Connect. They deliver. You know, they're actually based out of Sun Valley, so they cover the whole San Fernando Valley. They cover East Los Angeles. They cover Hollywood, downtown LA. They will deliver to you, and if you tell them Hoodstocks, you know what I mean, they're gonna throw a bunch of other shit in there, I promise you. And the number is 1-888-420-4Kush. And we're gonna be right back with Straight Divine. Yeah, yes, sir. Let's go. We back, baby. We back. So, this has been an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Very interesting conversation. Excuse me.
Oh, you're fine.
You know what I drank
What?
Sunday night, and honestly, I feel it still today, dude. You know what I mean? And I haven't drank like that
In a long time?
in months, dude, because I chilled out. I just have a beer here and there, you know what I mean? First, I stopped drinking and everything, period. And then I said, all right, well, you know, I can socially just once in a while have a beer, you know what I mean? So socially, I've had a beer here and there, and that's it. But Sunday night, come on, I got Chito right here. He turning it up. We all turning it up. But he wanted to bring a bottle, and I said, nah, dog, I don't do hard liquor on the podcast no more because, you know, you just get too wild, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't, you know what I mean? It's not good. We'll say that. You know what I mean? It's fun sometimes, but it can potentially get out of control, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to be professional right here, man. And so right now, anyway, so back to it. I drank a lot, dude, and to this day,
But you know what
it's
too?
Tuesday, dude. I still feel it.
No, but
I'm older,
the
though, too.
older you get.
Yeah, I'm 47.
It's harder because
Yeah.
I get fucking stupid twisted. I like to drink. I'm an alcoholic. Pretty much. I love, like, if you bring one of these to me, or if there's nothing like this, and you have a mixed drink, or my bitches say, oh, shot, Divine, fuck yeah, let's take a shot. I get fucked up. I like to drink. I've
Yeah.
always liked to drink.
Yeah.
You know, I used to smoke weed back in the days, and it was amazing, but anxiety kicks in as you get older. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it was anxiety.
Yeah, for sure.
But the older you get, it's harder to recover from it. And I felt,
Alcohol,
yeah,
fuck yeah.
alcohol will fuck you up.
So I replaced my consumption of alcohol with weed now.
Yeah.
And so I think I've been smoking a lot of weed during these podcasts. And I used to not be able to function on weed in a sense because I lose my train of thought a lot, and then sometimes I get a little too silly, you know?
Yeah.
I catch myself getting too silly, and, you know, I'm already silly as it is, sober, right? You know, so anyways, but now I feel like, shit, I'm navigating cool off the weed, you know?
Yeah.
It ain't even phasing me, so maybe it was just a good replacement, you know? I'm fucked up. I need something, you know what I mean?
Right, you need
Be
to,
all fucking
yeah.
sober and shit?
Yeah, no.
Dog, I can't hang with that shit, man. Shit, give me a Tylenol, crunch that shit up, I'll sniff it, you know what I mean? They're like, this fucking Lucky's a crackhead.
I'll turkey base that shit with an empty sriracha bottle.
Hey, remember the homies in the county jail back in the day before the fools be snorting any type of pill,
Hell
bro?
yeah.
Crunch that shit, smash that shit up.
The Seroquels.
For some reason, I always ended up being around them dudes.
Right.
I mean, I think, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it goes with it, you know? I popped a cup of
they say crackheads flock
phenobarbital.
together, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Shit. I mean, fuck it. It is what it is, you know? My dad always said, you only live once. Enjoy whatever the fuck you can.
Some people, they really need to, they sober up and they find a fucking whole different meaning of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sucks. This being hungover from Sunday night to today sucks for me because I haven't been hungover, dude.
Yeah.
I have had no hangovers for like a few months. Couple months at least. I mean, I might be putting a little too much on it, but for sure a couple months. You know what I mean? I've had no hangovers. So right now I'm just like, fuck, man, this shit ain't cool, man. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
not.
you know, I'm kind of glad that I stopped drinking like that, you know,
Yeah.
just from feeling like this right now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But
It's the hangover that
I'm
kills
still
it.
good though because, you know, this is your story, and I apologize. I apologize to you off camera.
You don't need to
Yeah.
apologize. Don't
But,
ever apologize
but
for
you're-
being you.
Well, sometimes, but yeah, I could have controlled the hangover though by not drinking so much. But anyways,
Yeah, but come on, you want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
You're in an environment with people that you love or you care for, whatever. You
It's a
want to get
social
fucked up. Let's
environment.
fucking get it. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, a hangover here and there, it's not gonna do much.
But I've been feeling so good about just like one or two beers and just bam, blaze it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Blaze it, and you cool the whole time. You chilling. You know,
Yeah.
just like I don't know. Anyways, let's get back into your story. So you're on the yard. This is Chowchilla too, right?
Valley State Prison for Women across the street because there's two, right?
What's the difference?
Chowchilla back then in 2000 was for death row inmates, long-termers, and lifers.
Okay.
Pretty much. And it all depends. Like if you get busted coming from Bakersfield all the way down to San Diego or whatever, you go to Chowchilla. But if you get busted passing Bakersfield, Central California, Northern California, you go to Valley State Prison. And like I said, I was in Kings County. I was in Fresno. I was in Avenal. That's Central California.
Yeah.
So I got shipped to Valley State Prison.
Okay.
So if I would have got busted in Bakersfield or down south, I would have been in Chowchilla.
Got you.
So it splits it up.
So is there like more Northerners and Bulldogs?
Oh, there was a shitload of fucking Bulldogs there, and there was a shitload of Norteñas, and there was a handful of Southerners, like girls, Sureñas, that were based in Northern California,
Upstate.
Fresno. Yeah, exactly. Central California upwards, because there's always, Sureñas up there or whatever, But I got shipped to Valley State Prison. I wanted to go across the street. That's what we called it, across the street to Chowchilla, but I couldn't. I was a flight risk too. So when I paroled from prison, I had to stay in Fresno because that's where my address was at.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I get it. So let's get back to your story. So when you met Stomper on the yard,
My milkshake being other boys to the yard.
The frozen one?
fucking Stomps and fucking Straight Divine,
Yeah.
thugging it out, walking the track,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get soups.
trying to get some soapy.
Yeah.
Half on the beans.
So, shout out to my boy Stomps, man. Holding it down over there. I'm sorry about your camera, bro.
It's all good.
I don't know what that, bro. I want to fix that so bad because that happens to this one. I'm glad it doesn't happen to this guy right here. But I think it's got to be a setting. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So you're on the yard. You kind of have like a little bit of a funky relationship with a couple females, whatever. Fucking using them, abusing them.
I mean, there was a couple that I did like, but it was just like, damn, they turned out to be hoes, like straight up, like, okay, I go back to my fucking dorm, I go back to my yard, whatever shit like that, I come back out. You're kissing on this fucking girl that looks like a dude with fucking Bazooka Joe titties. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on a second. What the fuck is wrong with Bazooka Joe titties?
Well, I don't know why
because-
everybody's against that. I'm trying to bring that shit back.
Because these females, I shit you not, they look like dudes, right? But
I love Bazooka titties.
I
You just get them and you just fucking, you gotta like, you can put them on your shoulders, you know what I mean? You can just fucking pop, 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 you know what I mean?
Lift it
No,
up like a
but-
water
Slap
bag.
yourself.
yeah, but they were the dudes on the yard, which was cool because I was with one stud in there, and she was like super lovey-dovey, but
Did she weigh 340 pounds?
actually she didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
She weighed 140,
140.
and she was 6 foot tall.
Damn. She was
No
little,
bazooka titties.
She was a little string bean of fucking tilapia.
There you go.
Huh?
Yeah, she was cool and shit, but ended up saying like, "Oh, I want you to come." The whole thing was like, "Come home to me."
Yeah.
Come home to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Why,
like, yeah.
why did you know? Did you just have that skill set? Like you knew how to do that shit? You know what I mean?
It was. I don't know what it was.
You got her strung out on that shit? Like, you know what I mean?
I was a pillow
Thanksgiving.
princess.
Pillow, what does that mean?
That means that you do to me, I don't do to you, and I just lay back and enjoy. That's a pillow princess.
So,
That's what I was in prison. And I'm not afraid to say it because a lot of people know that I've been with girls in prison.
did you get a lot of love like that?
No. I never spread open for anybody. It was just one female, and that
Yeah.
was a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
She was cool as fuck. She took care of me and everything.
She was just licking her chops like, it's like the motherfucking buffet bar right here. I like
Yeah.
this, baby.
But when I got with her, I was 3 years into it. I was about to parole, so I did lose 150 something pounds. Because
Yeah.
I would work out because I thought to myself in county, what the fuck am I gonna do? This is the time for me to lose weight because I was never that big. I was at my biggest at that time because of my depression.
Yeah.
I always
that
had
was-
big cheeks.
Yeah, for sure.
But the body it never fit my face because I always had big cheeks. So like, I
Oh,
lost.
so you're saying when you lost the weight, you still had a big
Yeah,
head?
I know. The big cheeks, not a big ass
That's what I
head.
meant. I didn't say a big ass head. You said a big ass
No,
head.
you said a big
I
head.
said a big head. You said a big ass
No, that's a big ass head for a little body. You know what I mean? Like, no, but I always had
Straight
cheeks.
meatball on top of the little brown erasers you get at school for a lower bottom.
No, but I
big
did
ones.
lose a lot of weight,
That's fucked
and
up
that
looking.
kind of fucked me up because all these bitches were drawn like, oh, what's up, this and
trying
this,
to
and
holler
that.
at
Yeah,
you.
oh yeah, and I was just like, nah,
like-
I'm going home.
you had
My
your
thought in
shit.
my head is like, I'm about to go home. I'm like shy away from 8 months to go home, and the best thing for me was to be with my dad.
Yeah.
So my dad always said, like, do what you got to do. If you get more time, I'm still going to be here. As much as I can, I will be here. So I said, fuck it, let's just try to get the fuck out of here. And right there was no fucking politics. It was nothing. I don't know how it is now, you know, because everybody that I fucked with in there is out. So back then it was just like, let's just kick it, whatever, have our fun, whatever, and let's get the fuck up out of here. But that didn't happen because a CO decided to bring this big, like when I mean big, this bitch was like 400 and something fucking pounds. And I'm telling you, I lost
She was so fat, you were fat shaming, huh?
Yeah, because I look like fucking Mariah Carey next to this motherfucker, you know? I lost a lot of weight then, you know?
The sexual chocolate, the other one?
Oh. Sexual. Yeah. So they decided to bring this big ass fucking bitch in there, and she came in talking about, this is my kitchen now. And I was like, fuck. And fucking plastic bag shirt, plastic bag legs, you know, fucking boots and all that shit.
Like a straight ghetto couch, huh?
Exactly. Just like that, you know? And I let go of the fucking sprayer, and I was like, she's like, whose kitchen is this? And at that time, that was my kitchen for 3 years. Yeah. I was about to leave. I turn on, she goes, who's running this shit? I go, this is my kitchen. She goes, you? She started fucking laughing. I said, yeah, this is mine. She goes, no, it's mine now. I said, well, you're going to have to get through me to get this kitchen. And she's like, easy. I was like, all right, let's go. You know, 150-something pounds lighter. I said, let's fucking go. Let's get it. I'm all in plastic. This bitch is in blues with some fucking brown boots. And I have fucking water boots on, you know? We start getting down. This bitch is probably like Stomper's height.
Dang,
6 what?
That's a big bitch.
That's a big ass fucking bitch. That type of bitch. And I'm like, first instinct was like, I gotta grab her on her legs. You know? She's gonna grab me down. The first thing she did was she grabbed my hair. It was in a bun. Grabbed my hair, pulled me down, and I fucking grabbed my arms all around the fucking big ass legs she had behind her fucking knees. I pulled as hard as I could, and that bitch felt hard as fuck. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. I jumped on top of that bitch, and I just started fucking wailing on her. She was like, fuck this. Grabbed my bun again and threw me over. I wasn't that big, sorry. I wasn't that big at that time. She fucking threw me over and got on top of me. The next thing you know, my homegirl, Muñeca, shout out to Muñeca from Baker's, kicked the fucking, a tray that she had, and she kicked it. She goes, grab it. I grabbed that shit and I fucking whacked her in the face. Once I whacked her in the face, she fucking turned over. I got on top of her and I was beating the shit out of her with that fucking tray. I grabbed the corner of her tray and I gouged her eye out. And because I gouged that eye out, I ended up with my second strike, 2 years extra. Ended up, no fucking lie.
Well, let's give her a round of applause for that shit.
Doing mad burpees in the oil.
Hey, man, you fucking...
Yeah, so I ended up doing...
For some reason, I believe this is a real story.
It is a real story.
I believe you.
It is.
I believe you.
And there's a gang of people that fucking know me from back in the day and till now know that that shit is no fucking lie.
You're a fucking maniac.
No, I was an angry fucking child. I was, you know what? Honestly, yeah, I was a maniac. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I didn't care, you know? So it was to the point where it's like, you're going to come at me, I'm going to come at you, but I'm going to fucking fight dirty.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it dirty.
Well,
this is a big ass bitch.
Well, they say if you can't beat them, you got to cheat them.
Exactly.
You know?
And I've always fought dirty. You know, if you're bigger than me and I know that you're going to fucking whoop my ass, I'm going to go out guns blazing, regardless of what I have on the side. I'm going to get you.
Spin the guns right now.
Yeah, I'm going to get you.
Spin the guns right now. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, regardless, you know? So that shit happened. I ended up with a fucking 2-year shoe term, and we call it the mini jail at Valley State Prison. You know, a jail inside the jail, whatever, shit like that. And to me, that shit was fun because I ended up getting girls that I couldn't get a hold of because they were in there, you know? And it was cool. For me, my prison term, honestly, as an adult, was like college. I don't know if anybody's been to college, but I tried it, you know? I've been to college. I'm still going to school right now, but I've never lived on a campus, but I can imagine that's what the fuck it was. Girls just having fun.
Sheesh.
Because we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some big old fucking fish fillet party.
Yeah,
salmon, tilapia, bass.
Same salmon.
Bass. I don't know about the bass, but yeah.
Trout.
Oh, trouts.
Red snapper, thank you, sir. Anyone else? Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
I love fish
That
sticks.
was A-yard.
Dude, growing up, fish sticks is the shit.
They were the shit, yeah.
I love fish sticks.
We never got tartar sauce because my mom said that
Oh
was
my
too
God.
expensive, so
Tartar
we had
sauce is the
ketchup
shit, man.
or tapati or Cholula.
Yeah.
You know, we were super fucking dirt poor.
I got retarded
We were
sauce. Not
He's
tartar
frozen.
sauce.
He's frozen.
My bad. I'll stay back here, frozen.
Say what you're gonna say, fool.
Yeah, what do you say?
Don't say.
I said I didn't get tartar sauce. I got retarded sauce. That's why I'm like this. That's what I said. But you know,
Does the R word offend you?
Actually, it doesn't because my kids are not retarded. They're autistic.
No, and I know that. But some people,
Sometimes,
if
you know
people
what?
have this
And
is
I'm
what I
gonna
mean.
tell you,
if they
yeah.
have special need kids, then there's certain words that might offend them.
Yeah,
that are
for me it doesn't,
Okay,
but
because you're 44 years old.
I'm 44 years old. I'm
Because that's
highly
an era-
fucking knowledgeable.
No, but that's an era where people use that freely.
Yeah, exactly, because they don't know exactly what retarded means. People
Because they're
don't know the
retarded.
definition.
The people that are saying it are actually retarded.
With sauce on the side. Hello.
Yeah, I
Frozen
am
guy?
too.
Frozen guy?
No, I am too, dude. I'm retarded as shit.
No, like honestly,
That's why we click.
it doesn't bother me. It did in the beginning when I found out that my son was autistic, right? It
Yeah.
did fuck with me for a period amount of time, you know? I had that's where my other that comes after prison. But
Bless you.
oh, break baby. Bless you.
Shout out, baby.
Hey.
say.
That girl's over there shaking her ass with no panties on. Watch.
Take your
So you just you pointed at YG right now.
Hey, fool.
YG, put your panties back on.
I want to feel weird when you just brush my arm right now.
Hey, thumb. Let's see your thumb.
Huh?
It's backwards.
I like what that
He
booty
doesn't wear a
does.
thong. He wears a backwards jackstrap.
Yeah, I already
A
told you.
jackstrap, yeah. A jockstrap. There we go.
Catch my farts.
That's a thong. I thought it was just a back brace he had on.
No,
Lower
that was
back.
his thong rising up.
That's
That's
lower
what it
back.
was.
Call it the
No, but
fucking-
like
they
that
call it
never
the
bothered
whale.
me, you know?
I used to have a porno called The Whale Tail.
Get the fuck out.
And it was in DVD.
A whale tail? Please do touch on that.
I got some funny stories of just fucking.
Whale
Anyways,
tails?
They got 3 hoes.
It's just a,
one time I ran out of fucking lotion and there was just cooking oil, and cooking oil was just everywhere, bro. The remote control was fucking shellacked. The DVD was still spinning. The fucking TV was turned off, and homegirl was knocking at my door for a cigarette, and I was looking at her all spooked, like, huh? What's happening? Tell me, what are you doing?
Y'all
She's like,
sliding around like you ice
she's like, what the fuck are you baking?
She's like, it's pitch dark in there.
It's dark with all this smoke because it got hot.
I'm just fucking around. So let's get back into this. So,
Yeah.
dude, that's crazy, man. That's a real, like you gouged a female's eyes
Eye
out.
out, yeah. It was her left eye, you know? Lisa. Her name was Lisa. No, it wasn't.
Now do they call her Lisa Left Eye now?
Yeah, no. She was a big ass bitch. I did give her props because she came in like that. When I went into prison, nobody ever I think they were intimidated by my size, you know? I don't know if it was my size or the way that I look because everybody says I have a fucking resting bitch face all the fucking time. A resting bitch face.
What do people say?
That I look like I have a resting bitch face.
That's not nice.
No, it's not, but it's okay.
But when you look in the mirror, do you see that on
No,
yourself?
I embrace my beauty. As 44 years old, a big girl, I don't give a fuck. You cannot call me ugly, so shut the fuck up, everybody that's commenting right now. I am not an ugly bitch. I could be a fat bitch, but I know I'm not ugly.
For
you know?
sure.
So, for me, when that bitch came to me, it was like, fuck. I gave her props at the end of the day with her eye hanging out. I told her, fucking mad props. She was just laying there or whatever. Anyways, but I ended up with a 2-year shoe term, and that shit was a fucking free-for-all. Because it was so crazy, the seals would pop open the door, knowing, and my door was always popped open. And I would run out and grab whoever was fucking shackled in the shower. I didn't give a fuck. You were talking shit in the middle of the night. We would be up all night talking shit. And it was loud as fucking there.
Fuck.
And in the day, bitches would be quiet as fuck sleeping while I was fucking banging on there because we were on a sick ass one. Me and my bunkie were always on a sick ass one, banging. I'm gonna fucking get you, bitch. I'm gonna get you. Fucking bitches
Who banging?
sleeping.
Who
Yeah.
banging? Yeah.
They would pop
Banging.
my door open because I was always the loudest one, but I was the fastest one to go grab a bitch.
Yeah.
Going to the shower.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They couldn't get you?
One bitch did drop me. I do give her that. One
No, I
bitch.
mean, go to the shower, though. You weren't getting escorted by the Huras?
No, they popped it open for a reason.
Oh,
A
like
bitch
the
that
back
got
ass
annoying
whoopers.
overnight.
So they let you guys
Aguilar, boom, run. That's it. And I would fucking take off because I would be on a sick ass one. The whole 2 years, I think I slept, honestly, no fucking bullshit, probably like 6 months of my 2-year shoe term because we were on a sick ass one. All the fucking time. I got caught with that shit. They let me go. Whatever, I'm paroling, whatever shit like that. I fucking maxed out completely. So when I got out, I think I had like 4 months left on my parole. And it was a wrap. It was a fucking wrap. I got out. I paroled from the shoe. My mom and my dad were in the fucking parking lot. And that was like the best thing for me, knowing that regardless of what the fuck I did, what kind of piece of shit of person I was, my parents always had my back. My mom, legally.
Shout out to your parents.
My mom, you can call her a legal beagle because she has lawyers strapped up. Jewish ones at that. And those are the best ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They really work for their money and they give you the best that they can. You know what I mean? And my mom always backed me up on any fucking bullshit. She didn't give a fuck how much money it cost. She always tried to get me out of shit. Till this day. If I tell my mom, you know what? My car's broken. I need this. ¿Cuánto dinero ocupas? Take it to this mechanic. Take it to this. She always backed me, money-wise, legal-wise. My dad always backed me regardless of what I did. I never did any wrong in my dad's eyes.
Yeah.
So I get out, I parole, and I parole to my mom's house. My mom ended up buying a house in Fresno. That's why I moved that way, because I knew it was going to be closer to my bullshit, and I had somewhere stable to live. I ended up getting with my son's dad, and that motherfucker was out of his fucking mind. But like I said, I was attracted to that lifestyle. That fool was a hustler on the street. He was an artist. He was a producer, an engineer. He did all that shit. So I ended up buying a house because all the bullshit that I did before I went to prison stacked me up to the point where I was able to financially buy a house cash. And in Fresno, it's cheap.
Yeah.
I paid $120,000 for a 4-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, a music studio, it was by the laundry room. It was a big ass room that I turned into a music studio on a half-acre land.
Damn.
And out here that doesn't exist, So I had that money, and before I got out, my mom's like, what do you want me to do with the money? I was like, just hold on to it, Let me just get day by day, whatever. Let me try to be legit. Because my main focus in prison is like, am I going to live this lifestyle all my life? Or do I want to have a family with kids? My trauma wouldn't allow me to be like okay with a man, but I wanted kids. I've always been good with kids. So I said, you know what? I want a boy.
Yeah.
I meet my baby daddy. I have 2 baby daddies. My first baby daddy, I met him and I said, you know what? You're cool, good looking, whatever shit like that. Let's get it together. He had nothing and I was stable. Me, with my childhood trauma, let me fix this person.
Yeah.
That was my goal, was to fix him.
Well, hurt attracts hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he was a lost soul.
Yeah.
And he was really kind to me. His thing was a cheater. He was a cheater.
He was smooth then.
No, not that smooth.
Well, he's kind.
He's very kind.
Nothing's worse than a cheater that's an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But he was really nice. He if I told him, you know what, I want this, even though he didn't have the money, he would go make it work. And he would give me whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Like I've always been blessed with people that have blessed me with whatever I wanted. But at the end of the day, they would leave.
Why do you think he cheated on you?
Because sexually, I couldn't do it that much because of my trauma. At that point, I had just paroled. I hadn't fixed myself.
Got you. Okay.
I had all this.
That's a really honest answer.
Yeah, and I'm being honest, like
salute to you on that.
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
Yeah.
But I couldn't give him what he wanted sexually from a woman because I was broken.
Got you.
It was traumatizing for me, for a man to touch me in a sexual way, knowing that sexually, my virginity, my dignity, my womanhood, even though I was a child, was taken from me without me allowing somebody to take it.
Without your consent.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to give a man everything that they needed from a woman.
For sure.
Financially stable, I'm a fucking hard ass hustler.
Yeah.
I don't need for shit. My kids don't need for nothing. I will bust my ass off before my kids ever need for anything, you know?
Salute to you on that. Straight up. Yeah.
So from a man's standpoint at that time, I wasn't what they wanted.
For sure.
Everything else, yeah.
Well, that's very, very like kind of like reflective of yourself. Obviously, some people are just like we're ignorant to our own bullshit sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just shout out to you though, man.
Thank you.
I didn't.
You didn't think it was gonna be like that?
I didn't know what to expect on what you would say, but that was just like pure honesty right there.
Yeah.
You know, and that shows obviously back to what you talked about, you know what I mean? You know, your intellectual level, like you're a smart woman, you know what I mean? You know, you're smart, you get it, you understand it, you know?
Right.
And sometimes, you know, it may take time to fix certain things, and at this time you are broken and you aren't able to provide for this man, but he's so kind though, right?
He was really kind. He was an amazing father, and it was to where, you know, we lived a good life, you know? I provided as much as I could. He did his thing. He provided. I made him legit. I don't know where he is now because he gave up on my son when my son was 2 years old. He signed over his rights and said, you know what? One time my dad was dying. His appendix had erupted.
Wow.
And my mom was like, your dad's dying. You need to come.
Yeah.
And it was the summer that year. It was the summer of 2008. And my mom's like, you know what? Your dad se está muriendo. You have to come home. Got my son. And at that point, I had helped him get custody of his 3 kids because his baby mama was selling them for $100 of heroin. So I said, you know what, Mom? I need a lawyer. I need you to call Greg and find a family attorney. She goes, what? I go, you still have my money? Yeah. Okay. Pay him $1,000 in advance, and then we'll move on forward. I helped him get his 3 kids. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, you know? At that time, we had his 3 kids. And I told him, like, I will do whatever I can for your kids. I will do whatever I can for my kids and myself. I put everybody before myself, knowing that I couldn't be functionally a wife or a girlfriend or a sexual attraction.
You were overcompensating in other areas.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do with my money and my time and everything that I had.
Gotcha.
We ended up coming back to the Valley, and I was taking care of my dad over the summer. This motherfucker ends up going to a party, finds a bitch, tastes new pussy, and said, you know what? You can't fuck me the way I want you to fuck me. I'm done. I said, all right, you know what? You can leave, but you can't take these 3 kids or my son.
So he told you the honest truth.
Yeah. But
salute to him on that.
No, not really, because
not leaving the kids, but at least being,
but his bitch called me when I got back. His bitch called me.
Yeah.
Which is his wife now.
Yeah.
You know, she calls me and tells me what my bed looks like. My bed was expensive. It was a teak wood bed, right? And it was spiraling up with like rose petals and the thorns and all that stuff. And that's hard to describe. She described my bed to detail. He was fucking this bitch in my bed, in my son's bed, in his kids' beds, in my fucking studio while he was making music. He was fucking this bitch while I was at my dad's trying to take care of my dad. He fucked that bitch in my son's pool in the backyard. In my fucking son's pool. We had a doughboy, with the fucking deck.
Kiddie pool or
no,
something.
it was a doughboy pool with the deck and everything, you know? So she tells me, and I confront him. He goes, yeah, you know what? I can't be with you because you can't be the woman that I want. I said, oh, cool, bet. You want to stay here until you get your shit together? You want to leave now? He goes, I want to leave now. I said, okay, you're going to leave? You can't leave. You can't leave with these kids.
Yeah.
He goes, those are my kids. Can you financially take care of them? He said, no, only you can. I kept those kids for a year. You know, after he left, I kept those kids for a year. I came back. My dad was good and all that stuff. I started working at dry cleaners. I worked at Long's Drugs before it was CVS.
Gotcha.
And I was in Fresno State University because when I was in prison, I got my GED and I started doing mail-in fucking, college. I started doing all that stuff. I ended up getting my GED. I ended up starting getting into addiction disorder studies, which is a drug and alcohol counselor. I do have my associates in that. I got out and I continued going there. I ended up going to Fresno State University, and I got my bachelor's in addiction disorder studies.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so you said you had kept your kids for a year. So did you?
His kids.
His kids.
His kids.
Wow.
His 3 kids that I got custody for him because they didn't. his kids and my son did not fit in his girl's lifestyle. She was 20 years old, and he was damn near fucking 30-something.
I have a question, and this might be a petty question.
No, just ask.
Okay. Why did you have such a fancy bed?
Because I had fancy money, and I was able to afford it. That was a $2,000 bed, and I wanted to sleep in luxury.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because I was dirt poor. We used to dumpster dive as kids.
Yeah.
For my parents because they bought a house, but I didn't know we were poor because they bought a house and my mom was working 4 jobs.
To pay that mortgage, huh?
To pay the mortgage.
Yeah. And that's what they call, sometimes people are like house rich, you know. It's a term that people use sometimes. He's house rich, but they're really, like, just because you have a house, you can be barely making that mortgage.
Exactly.
And you can potentially just be eating still ramens in the crib.
Right. Like, if you look at me, you look at somebody that's, I don't know what, like, people judge me all the time.
Ask me a question. Of what
okay, if you look at me, what do you think that I have financially?
I feel like you're probably like a fucking Dodger Stadium ticket season holder, you know?
Nope, I've only been to 2 Dodger games.
Okay. I don't know why. I just feel like...
Oh, is it the jersey?
It might be the jersey.
Maybe, right?
It might be the jersey. Okay, let me do again. Okay, so...
Financially, what do you think I have?
You know what? I'm not...
Like, if you look at me, like, if I was walking down the street, do you think I had a car? You think I had a house? You think I have, like...
I don't, you know what, honestly, I don't really work like that. You know what I mean?
A lot of people do,
My brain don't work like that. But
right.
The way my brain will work like is if I'm going to judge, I would be judging myself of who I used to be like, oh, that fool's high as fuck. You know what I mean? That dude's doing bad. Like, I notice people that are on drugs, you know? But if somebody is just, like, walking or something like that, you know what I mean? I don't look at them, or I wouldn't look at you right now walking down the street and start thinking, well, what does she do with her life? She must be broke. She must like nothing.
A lot of people do that, though.
None of that crosses my mind at all.
A lot of people like to judge by looks, you know? And
no, but people will judge by looks to a certain extent. Like maybe like if you see this is how I would judge. If I seen a female with the BBL popping off and she walking down the street, she got a little bop, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop going on. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh shit, she's probably a stripper, you know?
Yeah.
Is that judging? Maybe a little bit, huh?
A little bit, not too much.
But I guess it's just levels of judging. Maybe there's certain people that are just like really assholes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just want to think bad about other people all the time or something like that. You know what I mean? You know, like I mean, like it's like this. Like when I go get some tacos from the motherfucker, whoever on the streets, wherever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he might have a cart and like that. Like shit, I'm thanking him. And I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? This is the spot right here. This fool shoot that shit. Bomb shit right here. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking like, oh, this fool in the corner selling tacos, so he's broke. No, I think of it and I'm like thanking him, and I appreciate that motherfucker right there. Because he doing his thing and he does it right. But never does it cross my mind that, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're highly humble, but not a lot of people see it like that.
I'm still an asshole, but I am humble.
You're an asshole to a certain extent, but you're highly humble.
I am humble.
You know what I mean?
I am.
You know, the day that I met you, I was like, fuck, I was kind of intimidated, but I was like, you know what? If I want it, I'm going to fucking go get it. Nothing has ever stopped me from getting what the fuck I want. That's why I sat right here and I tried to talk to you, and I was like, fuck, what do I do? I even told Killa, what the fuck do I do, fool? Like, I want this interview bad. Not just because... fuck, this is a good platform. Not just because of that. Because I think for me, being in my fucking career or whatever, the shit that I'm trying to do with my career as far as like addiction disorder studies and all that bullshit, if I can help somebody out with my voice, and I've done it before, because I've literally sat there, I fucking have a bachelor's in addiction disorder studies. I have an associate's degree in licensed family therapy. If I can help somebody, that's what pays it off. Like, I don't give a fuck what the fuck I went through. I want to help somebody with my voice. Not just because of that, because a lot of people have a voice, but they don't know how to express it.
You got you are a powerful woman, and you got a great voice, and so far this has been absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? You are well articulate, you know what I mean? Like, you just, you're well spoken, you know, and it's just, this is good. You know what I mean? This is good. You're representing for the ladies good right now, in a sense of struggle, pain, trial, tribulation, all that stuff. So you had that dude, man.
Yeah.
I can't get past that crazy ass bed you had.
Oh, yeah. I think I have a picture. I'll send it to you later.
Yeah. I'd like to hang that on my wall. And, you know what I mean?
No,
but some people have pride in certain things. Like they'll have
but
some.
I was able to financially give myself what I wanted. You know, back then I lived with my mom. I had apartments. I had trap houses, shit like that. But I never really stayed in a place. I was always hopping from place to place. I never had a functioning bed where I could just be like, I'm home. I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to go do my shit and I'm going to come back. I've never been legit. Never until I got out of prison. And I will tell you, never have I ever been legit the way that I am right now.
There's a lot of psychology behind it. You know, I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but I just kind of think like you had such a beautiful, expensive bed, amazing bed, but I hate to say it like this, but there was someone that laid in that bed.
Yeah, I sold it.
No, there was someone that laid in the bed that was there was a hurt person.
She knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew there was a fucking full family in that house, and she still wanted to fuck on my bed.
But he always dreamed of doing certain things on that bed
To
that he
me,
couldn't
that
do
I
to
could
you.
not give him.
So he replaced it with something else
And you know
because he
what's-
didn't want that bed to go to waste.
No, he didn't want my. No, he didn't. But the thing
I'm
is,
not trying to sound fucked
no,
up,
no,
but
no.
I'm
But
just-
it's true because that's coming from a man's standpoint. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's coming from an asshole standpoint. You know what I mean? A man
Well,
is not
men
gonna,
are assholes sometimes.
Yes, no, but
Yes.
I might be being a little, but you think about it, like the dude was a little, you were saving him from the
Yeah.
streets, right? You know what I mean?
I wanted money. He wanted more.
Yeah.
I couldn't give him what he wanted.
I'm picking it
I
apart
tried.
too much. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You could drill as much as you want. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like get in here.
But
like,
you
that's what
sometimes
I'm
you
here
think
for.
about it, like what was his thought process behind it? Like the dude didn't
couldn't
stop
tell
at the
me,
bed.
though.
He didn't stop at the bed.
He went to the kids'
He
room
went
and
to
my
the-
son's pool
Yeah, like,
and my
what the
fucking
fuck?
studio.
What
like
the
yeah,
fuck, dude?
he just wanted something that I couldn't give him, and he always told me at the end of the day, you know, when he was signing over those papers, his rights over to me from my son, he always told me like, you're an amazing woman. You cook, you clean, you do everything, you work, you do all that stuff emotionally. You satisfy me. Mentally, you satisfy me. Mm-hmm. But you could not give me what a man always wants is a sexual fucking freak. At the end of the day, every fucking man wants a bitch in the bed and a lady on the streets, to be honest with you. A real fucking man does want that, you know? And I couldn't give him that at the end of the day. In the beginning, you know? Now it's completely fucking different, but...
Now you a super freak.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but like back then I couldn't.
Yeah,
I
no,
couldn't
for
do
sure.
it. You know, I
Yeah.
wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally stable enough to be a woman sexually
I
for
get
a man.
I get
know?
you. And I'm sorry for taking you back to that, but
No, you're
I just
fine.
thought it was such an interesting thing in the sense
Oh,
of
the bed?
The dude, no, what he did, the tour. He did a sex tour.
Yeah, he
You know what I
did.
mean? Like,
Throughout my whole house, and it
yeah,
was crazy because
he fucked everywhere in that
that house was a fucked up ass house, and I flipped that shit really good, and it's rented out right now, and that pays itself. And plus, the money that my mom gets for that house, the money that she gets is it's in her pockets.
Nice.
I don't get nothing from that. That's my fucking house. You know, that has my name on it. I want to make sure that my parents, when my dad was living there, my parents could get anything that I could give them, you know? And throughout everything that I was hustling, like all the money that I made, even when I got out, like everything that I did legit, I always make sure that my parents were fine, because at the end of the day, regardless if they were there throughout all the shit that I went through as a kid, they were there when I was in prison. And to me, that means a lot, because I was in a relationship with a man in prison and he couldn't even fucking do that, you know? And my parents were there nonstop. My parents gave me money every fucking month, and they thought they were paying for my fucking every 3 months, my quarterly package, the money on my books. They thought they were putting it on my books, but I already had money on there. So when I paroled with the money that my parents put on my books for all that shit. And I gave it back to them.
Damn.
Because at the end of the day,
With interest? No, just
With love.
With love.
With
There you
my
go.
son.
There you go, right there. Let's go, man.
you know, with my son.
Yeah.
So when this
Absolutely.
fool decided to sign over his rights, my dad took the dad figure.
Yeah.
You know, my dad helped me raise my son, and we ended up coming back a year after. I told him, you know what, you know, he left. I can't keep these kids. These are not my kids.
Yeah.
So it was so fucked up because I gave him back to his mom. She gave him back to the mom that was selling him for heroin.
Damn.
And that was the biggest heartbreak in my life because those kids called me mom.
Yeah.
From when I paroled to where my son was almost 3 years old,
Yeah.
And it was heartbreaking because I wanted to keep them. Till this day, they follow me on Instagram and they're happy and proud of what I've done.
Yeah.
And that's the best gift ever because I took them out of everything. They're all successful kids.
Well, good stuff. That's good. Great. That's good to hear. I'm really happy to hear that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the hardest thing for me.
Somehow, some way, even though you weren't there, they found the way to get through life and,
because
and
I
raise
gave them,
up, right?
I gave them what they didn't have. I gave them a life that they'd never seen.
So you exposed them. You think that maybe you set them on a path for success, or gave them a taste of something that they can achieve one day.
Yeah, the day that I left them with their grandma, I told them, you know what? Regardless of what happened between me and your dad, you guys are amazing kids. This is not your fault. And if you guys ever need me, you guys know where to find me. My mom's phone number and my mom's address. And that's very sacred. Not a lot of people know where my mom lives.
Yeah.
They looked for me this whole fucking time. My son has a very good relationship with his siblings because of that shit. And they're successful kids, And it's like, that's like a gift for me because I decided to be like, you know what? You want to walk away? I'm not giving up on these kids because I was a kid that was given up on.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. So from that, I came back to the Valley. I had nowhere to go. I told my mom, look, I can't sell that house because that's making money. It was giving us $1,000 every month after I rented it out. I told my mom, look, take whatever you can from that house, from your house, and I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to continue everything that I can, and I'm going to roll with my son, and that's it. I ended up moving out 2 months later. When I came back home, I was an executive assistant to a financial firm, a very big financial firm that did life insurance policies, Fidelity. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the executive assistant to that company. A 2-time fucking felon working with people's fucking life and their money.
Yeah.
Like everything, And I did that for a couple years. I ended up doing my own shit in the Valley, like legit. I became legit. My mom showed me how to make bad decisions into good decisions. And at the end of the day, I became legit. And ever since there, I had never fucked up. Never fucked up. I got out 2005, discharged the beginning of 2006, and I have not been back.
Good for you.
And
so you only had to go in one time. You went in one time and you changed your life.
Juvenile was completely different because my mom kept getting me out.
Yeah, for sure,
Selma,
for sure.
she kept fucking pulling me out with everything that she could. I could have been a fucking I think I would have been 29 years old at 13 years old if my mom didn't do what she did. Paroling from prison. She put every fucking penny, her house up, everything to get me the fuck out of there. She did that shit, letters, courts, all that shit. I was in and out, back and forth as a kid. And she always did everything to make sure that I was out because she knew that at the end of the day, I'm not a fuck up, Now she knows that I wasn't just a fuck up, just to be a fuck up. Just because I glorified that lifestyle, it was because something was taken from me. And that's what I'm saying, like, somebody's poor decisions on somebody else is going to affect you on the long run, you know? And that's what it did, because I went through relationship with a man, and I could not be stable for him. Because at the end of the day, you're touching me and I'm uncomfortable, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A man's not going to like their woman not allowing them to touch,
Yeah.
And it was very hard for me, very fucking hard, and I was doing everything good or whatever, and I ended up getting a fucked up ass relationship that almost took my life, and it was through a fucking man's hands, trying to kill me and then my son at the end of the day, telling me I'm gonna kill you and your retarded ass son. That's where the retarded ass shit comes in.
And so how did that get to that point?
So my son was 3 years old. This was a year after we came back from Fresno, and I ended up moving out. I was, like I told you, an executive assistant to that firm. I ended up getting an apartment, and I ended up going back home because they were under investigation, or for whatever fucking reasons, I got laid off. So I ended up going back home or whatever, and I ended up driving down the street where I'm very familiar at, and I seen this guy that's my best friend's brother, right? And he's like, what's up? You know, this and that. And he was a very good looking guy. And he's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time, whatever. Long story short, we started dating. And it turns into a year. We end up moving in together. Me not knowing that he's diagnosed schizophrenic, multiple personality disorder, and bipolar.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. A year? I was with him for a year, and I've known him since I was a fucking kid. You know, that was my best friend's brother.
How do you? So you figure that out when you move in with him?
A little bit after, because I was cleaning out like the drawers in the room, because I think prison did that for me. I have OCD, like I can't have a mess. Everything has to be in order. Everything has to look a certain way. And I'm a clean freak, you know? So I was cleaning out the drawers of the dressers, and I was refolding everything, and I was doing laundry. And I found like 3 little things of pills. And it was for every fucking shit that he had. And I looked at it, and I was like, what's up with this? And he's like, oh no, that's just to make me feel normal. And I go, well, what's wrong with you? And he told me that he was, you know, bipolar, schizophrenic, multiple personality disorders. He was like, I can't drink. He was really sweet. He was normal, you know? He was on meds, but he was normal. That's what I'm saying. Like, medication is just a temporary relief of whatever it is you're suppressing, you know? So then I was like, all right, cool, whatever. He was a twin. His twin brother comes into town from Vegas. They start drinking, whatever, shit like that. Alcohol cuts off any medication that you have. He turns into this fucking monster. And we're drinking. I'm drinking with my homegirl. She ends up taking off, and he comes back with a fucking 40. And we're drinking. And he's like, fuck it, let me drink with you. I was like, all right, cool. I go, that's not going to affect you? He's like, no. We ended up fucking getting down. And I kick him the fuck out. You know, because he spat in my fucking face. That's highly disrespectful. That's like the worst feeling. You could beat my ass, but don't spit in my face, you know? Yeah. I end up kicking him out, whatever. Long story short, one night, me and my son were laying in the room. It was a 1-bedroom, and it was right there in Van Nuys neighborhood. And we were laying down, and I hear like a crack. This motherfucker is breaking into my apartment. He's breaking into my apartment, and I call my comadre, and I was like, look, fool, if I don't call you in 20 minutes, just know that something happened. I was like, I need you to call so-and-so, and then I need you to call my dad. She's like, all right, cool, whatever. Shit like that. And I come out, my son's asleep in this little-ass bed that I had bought for him. And I come out, and I lock the door. And I put the key on the top shelf, because I always have a lock on my doors. I put the key on the top shelf of where I have my towels at. And I'm walking out, and he's right there. He goes, you know what, you fucking fat bitch. I was like, what? I told you to fucking leave a long time ago. Like, and he's all like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch, and I'm gonna fucking kill your son. I said, what'd you say? He goes, I'm gonna kill your son. I said, well, you're gonna fucking have to go through me, you know? He comes at me, and we start fucking getting down. Like, it was fucking crazy. I never thought, like, that was one person I can honestly tell you, till this day, I was scared of. This motherfucker had a blank face. Like, it was the most scariest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I've never seen a person. I've seen evil people. I've been busted with evil bitches, but I've never seen a blank face, a blank eyes, nothing, no fucking emotion.
Yeah, he checked out.
He was gone.
Yeah, he checked out.
He comes at me, and we're fucking getting down, you know? The next thing you know, I turn around because I hear a noise, and I'm thinking my son's getting out of the fucking room. I turn around, this motherfucker he grabs me from behind, and he puts his arm around my neck. And I knew that shit was a fucking wrap. This motherfucker starts holding me tight, and I'm just fucking scratching, grabbing whatever the fuck I can. And I wasn't even that big. And I'm fucking hitting him, trying to grab his eyes, trying to grab fucking something for him to fucking let me go. It's quiet, or I feel like it's quiet. I don't know if it's because I'm running out of breath or whatever. I just let go like this, and I drop. As soon as I let everything drop, this guy is skinny. He drops too, and he's just holding me tight as fuck. The night before, I was ironing my clothes. I turn around and I look, and I don't know what the fuck it was. I had no strength. I had nothing in me. I seen the iron just sitting on the floor. We had knocked over the ironing board, the TV, the iron, and everything. That shit is just sitting there. And I just fucking, with everything that I had, I like swang my arm out. I grabbed that shit and I fucking just fling it over. Got him in the fucking eye. That motherfucker let me go. He let me go and I'm like, fuck. The first thing that I thought in my head is my son. Because I remember him telling me, I'm going to fucking kill you and I'm going to kill your son. I get up. As soon as I get up, I run into the bathroom. Knowing that the door is locked, I run into the bathroom and in the bathroom there's shelves. And that's where the towels were at. That's where I put the key. I locked the door. There was a belt on the door. I remember seeing the fucking belt. And I'm looking at myself and I'm like, fuck, I feel like I can't breathe still. Yeah. And I grab and I open the fucking door and I grab the key and I turn around and I open the fucking door in my room and my son is knocked the fuck out. The most beautiful little child knocked the fuck out. I come back out, I lock the door and I put that shit back in. I looked at the fucking belt and I said, this motherfucker's gonna get it. I grabbed that. No, it's on and cracking. Like, you wanna kill me and my son?
Yeah.
I grab that belt and I run out and I just start fucking winging him. But I'm winging him in the fucking face. And this fool, there's blood already because I got him in the eye.
Yeah.
There's blood, there's everything. And I just hear the neighbor. This lady was the nosiest bitch in the fucking complex, but she was banging on the door. Le voy a llamar a la policía, le voy a llamar a la policía. She's heard him beating my ass before.
Yeah.
My son has seen that shit.
So you've been through this already?
I've been through it already.
Okay.
This was my second domestic, you know? And I'm fucking just beating the shit out of this fool. And I'm like, fuck, I have advantage on this fool. So I get on the couch and he's coming and I just fucking jump on him like fucking Nacho Libre, for real. I jump on this motherfucker and I drop him and I'm beating the shit out of him. The next thing you know, I just, bah, 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 bah. This motherfucker jumps off the balcony and takes off.
Yeah.
She called the cops.
Yeah.
It was a wrap. I had like, it was kind of like, kind of purplish, yellowish already, you know, on my neck.
Yeah.
My eyes had red dots on it, suffocation marks and everything. And I was just sitting there and I'm just quiet. The next thing you know, my dad is standing outside, not knowing that he has a fucking shotgun in his pants. And he has one of my homeboys right next to him. A big motherfucker. Big motherfucker. And they're just standing there and they're just fucking talking. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And my dad's like, ¿Dónde está Andrés? And that's my son. And I just point at the room and my dad's in there the whole time. Domestic violence advocators come in. They start talking to me and I'm just sitting there and I'm quiet. I'm fucking in shock. Like, where's this motherfucker at?
Yeah.
You know, you want to do this to me? I loved you. Like, literally, I really loved this man. I laid up next to him thinking that he was always going to protect us. You know, with those insecurities, those childhood traumas, I still loved this man. Yeah. I gave him whatever he wanted. I was going to cosmetology school at that time. I ended up skipping 2 days, and then I go back with a fucking scarf. This motherfucker shows up at my school.
Damn.
Yeah, they were already looking for him. I was just sitting there. I didn't say shit. I didn't say nothing. And I was just sitting there, like at the booth where I was doing hair or whatever. And this big white girl, Val, turns around and she goes, Maritza. And I go, what? He's here. I turn around and I shit you not, I couldn't move. He was standing right there, drunk as fuck, talking shit. I'm gonna fucking kill you, you fucking fat bitch, this and that. Valerie, this bitch was a big ass white girl. She was a big bitch. And she goes, you want her? You have to go through me. He's like, no problem. The fucking director from the school, I was just sitting there. I was just like this in front of the mirror and just fucking sitting there. And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Am I going to go at him or what the fuck am I going to do? You know, I have 2 strikes. What the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah, he's in your workplace now or your school place.
My
whatever.
school place. That was literally my workplace because I was getting tipped. So that was my workplace.
Yeah.
He takes off and the cops come and I'm just sitting there and they're just fucking talking. And I'm just fucking sitting there and like, what the fuck? Like, leave me the fuck alone. He ends up taking off, and I don't know what the fuck he does, but he gets arrested, you know? DA picks it up, whatever. He ends up getting 3 fucking years with half. And since he's bipolar, schizophrenic, multiple personality disorder, he goes to medical. Like, you know, the medical hospital or whatever, shit like that. I don't know nothing from him. I don't know a fucking thing. Whatever the fuck happened to him, happened to him. Yeah. You know, and I'm just sitting there like, worried, like this motherfucker's gonna get out, he's gonna fucking come looking for me because the first thing he said in that school is like, I'm gonna kill your fucking paisa ass dad.
Yeah.
Bet, motherfucker. That fool got his ass beat every fucking day he was there.
Yeah.
Medical, PCO, whatever the fuck it was, he got his motherfucking ass beat. And that shout out to my cousin that passed away.
Right.
You know? Like, that shit was not meant to happen. And that's another reason why the trauma came more and more and more, you know? I trusted somebody that was supposed to protect me.
Was he the second baby daddy?
He was not even a baby daddy.
Okay. So you
No.
went to another relationship after that?
Yeah, I was in another relationship.
Okay.
I've literally had, like, in my lifetime, 44 years old, 5 relationships in my life.
Right.
You know? And this was the third one.
Were any of them healthy?
Nope.
No.
No. I looked for people to fix,
Yeah, for sure.
you know?
Yeah.
Then after that, I'm going to that's where I started fixing my childhood trauma, intensive therapy, domestic violence. They diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder. They diagnosed me with all kinds of shit. And they told me, you want medication? I said, no, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
As long as I know what the fuck to do, I'm good. So that happened. A year later, I met my daughter's dad. And come to find out, I went to school with them. And we were cool as fuck, you know? He was cool and everything, but he was not emotional. Like, he couldn't tell me. He told me he loved me. He did everything financially. He did what I did in my past relationships, but I still couldn't give that because for me, it was like, how do I really know? Now, after that domestic, how do I really know that you're not gonna try to hurt me or you're gonna think different of my son? He did everything for me and my son. I ended up pregnant. We bought a house together. We built a life. We got a dog. We did everything together. We built a life that neither me or him has ever seen. You know? He ends up cheating on me. And I did it all for him. Like, I stopped talking to people. I stayed home. I did everything. I ended up working at the school district. He works at the school district. He's an amazing father, but a terrible partner. Because me, with my trauma, I need reassurance. I need to know that you're thinking about me. I need to know that I do it for you. I need to know that you love me. I need to know that you miss me. I need to know that you want to spend time with me. I don't want to look for it no more because I'm cured, you know? I just want what I want and I deserve what I give. I want to give you what I want to get from you, you know? And he wasn't that. He ended up cheating on me the last 3 years, and we were together for 9 years. And after that, it was just like, fuck. I decided to walk away. I ended up getting pregnant, had a miscarriage. He was not there for me, you know? And it was during COVID. COVID fucked up a lot of shit, you know? But it was during COVID, and at the end, he told me, like, you know what? You're really not doing it for me. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm working, I'm doing all this shit, I'm giving you sexually what you want. And you're not complaining, and all of a sudden you don't want it no more? I'm pregnant, and then 2 months later I have a miscarriage. And pretty much, I come out of the shower one day and he tells me, and I'm crying because it's a baby, you know? I was 5 months pregnant and I had a miscarriage. And it was during COVID. So I was at the hospital, nobody could be there with me. I was by myself. And it was fucking terrible. And I told him, like, you can't be there for me? He goes, no, like, get over that shit already. You had a miscarriage, so what? The baby's gone. Get over it. Cold-hearted motherfucker.
Yeah, it's cold.
You know? And I was like, all right, that was a wrap. Done. I said, you know what? I'm not happy no more. And he's like, no? I was like, no, I need you to leave. He's like, I have nowhere to go. I'll give you 6 months. In my house.
That was nice of you.
Yeah.
Damn.
6 months.
I won't throw somebody else out, especially for my daughter. I kept it legit for my daughter, and I stayed there, you know, for my daughter, because she loves her dad. She really fucking loves him. He's an amazing father, you know, but we were never meant to be together. But he's really good with my daughter. I give him that, you know. But as a partner, I don't think he will ever be, because he's not in tune with his emotions. He can't sit there and say, like, I miss you today, or how was your day? It was like, I'm on one side of the couch, he's on the other side of the couch. We're laying down, kiss goodnight, done. Backs to each other. I never had like a cuddling partner. until recently. And it's like, I like that shit, you know?
You like to be cuddled?
I like to be cuddled. I like to be told that I'm missed. I like to be acknowledged as a woman.
You laughed. Yeah, no, that's cuddling is great.
I love to
I
cuddle.
like cuddling. I like spooning, cuddling.
I like being the big spoon.
You like being the big spoon?
Yeah. Because I like watching people's backs.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
The
I'm
big
a protector.
spoon. Oh, so you are actually.
So I like hugging.
Yeah, so you're in the dominant position.
Yeah.
You're in the dominant position?
Pretty much, I think it's because I like to protect the ones that I love. I like to protect the ones that I care for. I like to protect the ones that are there for me.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're a protector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's, I don't know if it's a coping mechanism or whatever it is, but I always wanted somebody to protect me. And I never had it until recently. Yeah. Like, I feel safe where I'm at right now, you know? And I like it.
You deserve it.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves love, appreciation, you know? And, you know, even like with me and my relationship, you know what I mean? Like, there's things that I got to work on too, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, every day is a learning lesson, and only you, if you really want it, you could like better yourself for the person that you love, you know? Because they deserve it. If they treat you right and they do for you, why can't you do for them?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Especially good people. It's hard to find.
I'm not like a real like lovey-dovey type of dude.
Are you serious?
I
I can see you with the apron cooking banana muffins right now.
Banana muffins. Yeah.
But
I like to cook though. I do like cooking, but I mean,
do too.
Yeah, I might have an apron at the crib.
Yeah, with the ruffles on the edges.
Hey.
Yeah. It says Zaddy on there. Zaddy, not Daddy. It's Zaddy. Yeah. But it's been an experience, you know, especially in relationships. So, like now I know how to express myself. Like now I know I'm not afraid to tell somebody, like, you know, if I'm with talking to this person, like, hey, guess what? I missed you today, or I can't wait to see you, or I love spending time with you. I like the way you kiss me. I like the way you hold me. I was never able to say that.
But now you are.
Now I can. And I don't give a fuck if I look like a little bitch doing it, because you know what? At the end of the day, that's going to benefit me. And if that person is like, you know, giving me back what I give them, what better?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
I'm not afraid. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter no more.
You're a lover.
I'll fight if I have to.
Don't push my buttons. You love as hard as you fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, now it's different. Now I switched it.
Switch
now
the energy up a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so now I'm different.
You got a lot of cuddles in your life now?
I love cuddling.
That's good, man.
I really do. It's a very good thing, you know? And then, yeah. Now it's the music that I love.
So how's the music going for you?
It's actually going really good. I've been rapping for 4 years.
Why? So you're 44. Why did you decide at 40 years old to start rapping?
Well, I've always been a writer.
Done it. So now what you're doing is you're kind of doing like is it like
I
a
had an
bucket list type
opportunity.
of thing now to start like instead of taking care of these guys, now you're taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So for me, it was like, I always thought like I'm gonna do something with music, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I used to sing when I was a kid.
Okay.
In Spanish. I was a dope ass fucking baisa singer. I would get fucked up, go to the club, sing and all that shit with banda, mariachi, whatever, a grupo, whatever, you know? I would always sing freely. Now it's like, fuck, let me just rap my pain.
Yeah.
You know, I have all this shit. I have everything inside of me. Why not? I had the opportunity to be with a team before, and they said, you know what? Here you go. Here's this beat. Do what you can.
Yeah.
And that was my first fucking track, talking about my fucking pain.
You ready for a beat?
Fuck.
You ready for a beat?
I don't know how to freestyle.
You can just rap a rhythm, maybe. I'll give you a boom bap.
A boom bap?
Yeah, boom bap's usually easy to rap on.
Yeah.
If you got a rhythm in your head? You want to try it?
Let's try it.
Let's try it. There you go. Shit, it's a big dog right here, you know what I mean? Let's see, let's try this shit out. Let's see, let it drop again. Let's see what it does. Let me give you a better boom bap.
Yeah.
I think it's...
You straight putting me on the spot, huh? I'm not a freestyler.
No, but if you got a rhythm, we already heard fucking old...
What was it?
No, that's not it right there. What's the one that I wanted, dude? What the fuck happened to that bitch? Oh, this is it right here. No, this isn't it. Anyways, we'll leave it alone. How about that, guys?
There was a little tease. No, but I did do a full album. I think it was 14 tracks.
Do you want to do an acapella or what?
Oh, you want to put one of my shits on?
No, an acapella. Where's my beats at, man? Hold on real quick. This one says track for Lucky. Let's see what that says. No, that's not it. Anyways, we'll leave it alone.
Skip. Come again. They'll see motherfucker taking the order. Come again.
Huh?
Well, let's hear some of your lyrics. I want to hear some of your lyrics. How about that?
Yeah.
Just rap over.
Just rap a cappella without any beat. Let's hear one of your songs. Some of your
The
lyrics.
beat, they'll rap some old shit on the beat.
You want to do an acapella, some of one of your songs? Because you're that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm remastering my shit. Yeah.
No, but you're rapping right now, right?
Yeah.
So this is the perfect place to show some lyrics right now, or one of your songs. You know what I mean? Vibration.
Yeah, you could
Go ahead. You can. Let me see real quick. Man, where's that one I had, man? This one. That's not it. I think.
Or you could just put what I have out right now.
Let me see. Let me watch this. Let me hear this one drop real quick. That's a dope beat right there.
Yeah.
Shit hit hard right there. That's that boy right there, Chop City, man. Follow the homie Chop City _213, man. You guys gotta tap in if you're an artist, man. You gotta tap in with Chop City. I got a whole album of beats from Chop City, man. Just in the past few days, man. That boy been pumping me beats out, man. I got beats, man. I got some cool ass beats. But these are the type of beats, if you're hearing them right now, because he's like, what do you want, Luck? And I was just like, give me a little boom bap, make that shit dark, dog. You know what I mean? What are you rapping about right now?
Right now I'm just remastering what I had, which is pretty much like the first one that I did drop. I've been performing it. It's Who'da Thoughta bitch like me.
How does that go?
Who'da thought a bitch like me can make it out these streets? Who'da thought a bitch like me would spit heat on these beats? Who'da thought a what? Who'da thought a bitch like me? By the age of 13, grew up with the hood mentality. I didn't know I'd hit the pin and then it faced reality. As a youngster, I was always on my grind. Don't let my looks deceive you because I'm out my fucking mind. Patrolling with my boys down the block, how we get down, talking all that bullshit. We got clips that will spit rounds. Straight divine, I'm as real as it comes. All black, fresh J's, and I stay on the run. Who'da thought a bitch like me can make it out these streets?
That sounds catchy.
Yeah.
That sounds catchy. Yeah. Sounds catchy. Yeah.
That's the first one that I have 14 tracks, and they're like hidden, but we're remastering under Dolly Girls label, set up shop.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing it little by little, you know. I started doing it the beginning of this year. My dad got sick like in March, passed away in June, so I took a break, but now I'm back on it. I've been performing. I've been doing all kinds of shit. We were on tour with MB Riders last year. I opened up for MB Riders. I did a lot of shit, you know. So
what is your goal with this?
My goal, honestly,
pursuing music at this age that you are right now. Like, you know what I mean? What is the goal?
For real, like the goal is to pretty much get paid off my music, which is kind of hard because there's not a lot of money in music.
Well, there is money in music,
it depends.
but I'd say it's a young person's sport.
Exactly.
You know?
For me, I just want to live my life dream was to be 100%. On the stage and dropping my shit.
Absolutely.
So if I could do that, and I get paid. Like, honestly, when I perform, I get money.
Okay.
You know, and then I make more money on top of my merch. That's where the money's at. You know?
What kind of merch you sell?
I sell I have two businesses. I have an online boutique where I sell women's accessories, custom-made shirts, bandana sweaters that are literally sewn from my mom. My mom sews the original bandanas on the sweaters. So my mom's in it too, you know, and then
where can people go to that boutique?
www.straightdivine.bigcartel.com, but you can find me on Instagram, Straight Divine, and it'll give you a link to my merch, and I have a catering company.
Okay, what kind of food?
So I have tacos and bacon wrap hot dogs.
Okay.
Which I incorporate like the bacon wrap hot dogs with the carne asada, the pico de gallo, and all that shit. So I make a big ass hot dog, yeah. So I do that at car shows.
It's a sloppy dog.
It's a very sloppy dog. A sloppy fucking paisa dog. That's those spices at Home Depot that go
Did you come up with that recipe and made it like the way you like it?
Yeah.
That's right.
I was thinking of fat girl's perspective. Like, what the
Sloppy
fuck?
dog. You like your
A
dog
sloppy
sloppy.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the place.
All over the place, man.
But yeah, that's what I do right now. Like, I'm literally based. So I'm in Ventura County. I'm from the San Fernando Valley, but I'm established in the Inland Empire. Shout out to the IE, because they opened up their fucking everything to me.
Shout out to IE, baby.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the IE every weekend, you know. Linked up with nonprofits. That's what I do right now. With Riding Low, shout out to Riding Low for picking me up. And I donate my time to them. I do whatever I can for autism, cancer awareness, domestic violence, and suicide awareness, because I did try to commit suicide 3 times throughout my lifestyle, you know. And then one of them is like on my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a lesson learned, but it's a blessing at the end, because everything that I've been through, I'm trying to help somebody else out. If I can help somebody, at least one person, and I've done it, because I've been motivational speaker, I've gone to colleges, I've spoke about my PTSD, my domestic violence, my drug abuse, my prison term. I've done all that shit, you know? And if I can help somebody out, that's what my goal is, you know? Helping people out that can't help themselves because they don't know how, you know? I speak my truth all the time.
salute
I'm not
to you.
afraid to say it, you know?
Salute to you, man. Yeah, absolutely. This has been good, man. And you are... you're a great speaker, so I can hear you already, you know, doing your thing and inspiring. You know, sometimes you might have a crowd of people and you might just get through to a couple, but that's where it's at, you know.
Like,
you know?
I've always done it. Like, I've gone to shows where there's nobody there, like 2 or 3 people, and I still perform the way I would perform for over 100 people, because that's my job, you know? That's my job, and I like to do it. I like to be on stage. I have stage fright, and it's so fucking crazy because I have stage fright. I get on there, and I turn into a different person.
Yeah.
Completely fucking different. I'm quiet as fuck, but I have a loud voice.
So you kind of like turn into a very confident
I turn into
woman.
straight divine.
Straight divine.
That's a person that's always been divine, but I'm straight the fuck out. So I'm straight fucking divine.
I like the name.
Yeah,
I'm
straight
glad
divine.
I'm glad there's meaning behind it
There
too.
is, you know?
Yeah. And
I'm a divine
it's
soul.
It's kind of like an alter ego, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she comes out everywhere. When I like somebody, straight divine comes out there. You
Is
know
that
what
right?
I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You get
When
a
I
little
like to
aggressive
cuddle,
with it?
yeah, very aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This has been good, man. I really appreciate you coming
Thank you.
through, and I'm glad we made this happen. You know, this has been a
Different.
no. It's been a powerful testimony, a powerful story, and I'm glad that you're pursuing your dreams. You know, with
Yeah.
the music. I'm glad that you've survived what you survived. You're a great mom. What it sound from what you tell us.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to say, just keep up the greatness, and
Thank you.
keep. We have this thing called life, and as far as I'm concerned, we only have one of them, right? You know what I mean? So,
Exactly.
shit, every day counts.
Yeah.
Every day counts, and
It
just
does.
live your best life. And it sounds like you're living your best life.
I actually am. Now, after everything I am, after my dad's death, the first thing he told me before he passed away, and it was fucked up, it was 2 days before he passed, because like I said, he took his last breath in front of us. He told me, nunca pares en tus sueños, nunca pares de hacer lo que tú estás haciendo y lo que tú quieres. You never stop whatever the fuck you want, never stop your dreams, keep going. And for my dad, I was always the apple in his eye, and he was my first love.
Sheesh.
You know?
Let's go. Straight divine, baby.
Thank
How
you.
can people support you? How can they follow you? Tell everybody
Pretty
shows
much you
you
could
might
just
have coming up.
Follow me on Instagram, Straight Divine on Instagram. I only fuck with Instagram. I don't do Snapchat because that's fucking dirty shit. But
The fuck? I just downloaded that.
yeah, I can imagine the dirty shit you got on
Why
there.
is Snapchat just really dirty
Yeah, because
shit?
it erases.
Oh, okay.
You can't, unless you fucking screen record or you fucking, you know what I
You
mean?
can't chase a motherfucker.
Yeah. So Instagram is different. I only fuck with Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a Snapchat. I don't have none of that shit. It's just, I have a TikTok, which is Straight Divine, But you can follow me on Instagram, Straight Divine, and then follow my team, Set Up Shop. And yeah, I'm always in the IE. I'm in the Valley. I'm in Ventura County. And that's what the fuck it is.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, and shout out to my bitches that are watching right now, because I was getting fucking messages like, all these fucking haters, like, oh, get over it. Shout out to my bitches in the IE. Shout out to Killa for this shit, because this motherfucker brought me here. Shout out to Panorama City,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
shout out to Blythe Street for real.
Bees up,
Because that's
baby.
in the family right there.
You know what I'm
Straight the
saying?
fuck up. Shout out to you, Lucky, for having me here and letting me voice my shit.
Nah, you know, absolutely. This is what we about. These stories is what Hood Stocks is about. You know, these testimonies, these everything you said. You know what I mean? It's just this time it's coming from a woman. You know?
Yeah, and it's hard because not only women go through child molestation. There's boys as well. You know?
Yeah.
I just lost a cousin. Sad boy. He was from Blythe Street. You know? He was dope as fuck. And it's fucked up because he went through a lot of shit. He was in Mexico, and it's crazy because my family went through that shit in Mexico, and that's literally what, at the end of the day, that was my uncle who molested me and my oldest brother. They went through that shit as kids, and it doesn't justify their actions, but that's all they fucking knew. And at the end of the day, I still don't. It doesn't grasp in my mind. Why the fuck would you do that, you know? But karma's playing a big ass part right now.
But because you're saying the same thing
They were
happened.
molested, yeah.
That's horrible.
And it was family members, and it's fucked up because it's a fucked up thing, you know, and it's common, and it's so sad with the human trafficking, the child trafficking, and all that bullshit, and it's a fucking sad part of life, and life is a motherfucker, you know. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know what somebody else's true intentions are. And it's sad that a lot of kids go through that shit and they're not okay. Because everything I've always fucking said, anybody that knows me knows that I always say it always stems from childhood trauma, and it starts from home, because we're born as angels with no sins. Absolutely. Unless it's been created or given to you.
Yeah.
And that's why you have serial killers, fucking pedophiles. You have all this shit because you don't know what the fuck at the end of the day their childhood trauma was. You know? And it's hard because this is what fucking life is, and that's reality. And it's fucked up because a lot of kids go through that shit. And a lot of kids are not fortunate enough to be in the situation that I'm in where you could change or look or seek for help and get it. Because they're angels with no voice.
So if someone is is watching this, and I know my demographics in regards to ages, and I don't think there's, my videos aren't allowed for kids,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like my things, I say not for kids.
Exactly.
But say if there was someone that happened to be watching this, maybe from a parent or something like that. Maybe
or somebody as an individual.
Maybe they're sitting next to their abuser, and their abuser is watching this. I'd hate to say that, but
it's reality.
I'm making up a scenario right now. What would you tell them? What message would you give them right now?
To try to get whatever they can as far as help, mentally, emotionally, to be stable. It's hard, but there's resources out there. There's people that actually do give a fuck, and try to get out as much as you can, because it's not easy to fucking break that cycle, and if it's a family thing.
I would say tell your teacher.
Somebody.
Tell somebody outside of your household that
you need help.
They can do something about that situation. That's what I would say. But with that said, everybody give it up for Straight Divine. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate
Set
you.
up shop up in this motherfucker. Shit, Straight Divine up in this bitch. Shout out to the IE. Shout out to my team. Can I give a couple shout outs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Sapo the Low. Shout out to all my bitches in the fucking IE. Shout out to my dad that's looking down from heaven, that's with me all the fucking time. Shout out to my kids for being fucking soldiers. Shout out to everybody that's ever fucked with me and believed in me and still fucking fuck with my crazy ass endeavors. Shout out to you, Lucky. Shout out to Panorama City Blythe Street up in this motherfucker. Bees up in the motherfucker.
Valley Talent, baby.
Shout out, Killa.
Shout out to Chuchi.
Oh yeah, Chuchi. Oh, that's my what did I say? Mediterranean bitch that likes to shake her ass for free. This white motherfucker that's probably up in the fucking comments. Shout out to 420 Nurses and Dub Nationwide. Long Beach Carlos, Priscilla. Damn, a gang of fucking people. Riding Low. Let me see. Ricky did that. Ozzy, even though you want to act like a fucking diva, bitch. And let me see, who else?
Somebody said shout out to the door.
Get the fuck for real. Shout out to everybody for real. And thank you to all you my motherfucking haters, because you
Lisa.
Oh yeah, that fucking. Oh, she was a big old black girl.
Now she got a wooden eye with a termite in it.
Yeah, that's what she has. I don't even know where she's at. Shout out to my bitch muñeca that was in the shoe with me for years. Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Got a bronze eye with a rusty motherfucking pupil.
Shout out to whoever's vibrating in between my legs because my phone is going off like a motherfucker.
Oh, mine too.
Hey, shout out to my dog Savvy Tiger. He just got out county jail. My G's from the Watchings. He just tapped in with me today and shit. I'm glad you're out, my boy, and we're gonna be having you back on soon, dog. Yeah. Shout out to my Asian brothers. I won't say that right there. Fuck with them tough, dog. Shout out to fucking shit. Let me give some shout outs now, dog.
The handle.
Shout out to this vape I'm holding in my hand right now. I need to get rid of this bitch, dog. This shit is fucking.
What is it?
Shout out to my dog Stomps, Big Stomps.
Oh, shout out to Brick Baby for this shit.
Shout out to
I fuck with you heavy.
Flacco.
Flacco in the motherfucking building. And you know what? Yeah, I got you, Flacco.
We got
I got
Brick
you.
Baby in the house.
Got Brick
too.
Baby, you know, the Panorama City Baby, you know what I'm saying?
Who is next?
She next.
They said, Lucky, who is next? I think it's cocaine. Yeah,
on the
cocaine.
6th, right?
Cocaine
Yeah,
is
on the
next.
6th.
Nobody said shout out to the.
You can see that far?
we got cocaine coming real soon.
Stomper,
This week or something,
let me
right?
borrow your
I gotta look
bifocals
at
because
that.
my
You wanna
lashes
see
are on.
neutrons
I can't
and
see fucking
atoms.
shit.
You can see the future.
It's either the lashes or the glasses. My glasses are in the car, but my
Why
lashes
can't you
are on
see?
right now.
You got both your eyes.
Yeah, I know, but my lashes are in the way, so I gotta look cute. Fat girl likes to stay fly. Yeah. Let me pop it out right quick.
Or,
No, just kidding.
a fitted brim.
I see my boy Classic Hank right there.
Shout out to
Rude
Subway.
boy. Subway? You want Subway right now? What do you get at Subway? Like the fucking.
I like the tuna, even though
love
it's
the
not
tuna,
real.
dude.
It's not real.
Get
Get
outta
the
here.
fuck out of here. It's not real fucking tuna, my boy. It's not.
It's mermaid pullback.
Get the
Or merman.
No, it's not tuna. It's not real tuna. Look at that shit. It's not.
Tastes like tuna.
Does it smell like tuna? I've never smelled fish like that though, for real.
Stop lying.
In all my life.
Smell like an octopus with yeast infection.
I don't know what fish smells like.
No,
Killer's like, I know that shit.
I know you know.
Under the sea.
No, you know what? To be honest with you, I
I
never.
know you know what a can of sardines smell like, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Yeah, I do.
She was in prison, remember?
Mackerel?
Mackerel.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Authentic that was here and got drilled by fucking Lucky.
I didn't like drill them. What do you mean?
Stop.
You know what? I'm
The
just.
cameras were not rolling. You were just being you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Authentic.
Yeah, shout out to Authentic. What? I didn't drill Authentic.
My fucking pussy's vibrating. Hold on. Look, it keeps fucking going. I swear to
Oh,
God.
shit.
Vibrate, these motherfuckers. Look, it's still going. Like,
Yeah, I thought you had the twitch and the itch down there.
there's no fucking itch down there. I guarantee you that shit, my boy. There is no itch, no nothing.
You don't need a butt scratch, you need a front scratcher. Front scratchers.
What's this back scratcher for?
It's not the back, it's the front.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Enough of all this shut. We love you
Shut up,
guys.
shout, motherfuckers.
Hey, everybody give us a straight divine. And thank you for being a good sport about my bad sense of humor and everything else right here. But
I'ma
obviously,
tell you
you're a
one
big
thing.
dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
you good like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? So
Open
it was
book.
just like chilling with one of the homegirls and shit,
Yeah.
you know? And yeah, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, for real.
For real. This is
Yeah,
cool,
it's
man.
dope ass fucking studio, I'll tell you that.
Hey.
Like Brick said. What'd you say, bitch? About the studio?
She said it was nice.
Fucking amazing.
She's all like your decor, Lucky. Who's your fucking
Who's your what is it? Interior designer. No,
I said it was beautiful.
it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Show your fucking pretty face, bitch. Get your ass over here.
scared of it.
Shout out to Brick. Shout out
that
to Bly
818
Street,
Valley.
818 Panorama City.
Stocks looking.
Yeah, there we go. This
Brick
bitch is
baby.
next. Yeah.
She's Samoan
Street
Mexican.
Shout out to Stomper.
So she's Samoan Mexican.
So
Samoan
Mexican.
Mexicans.
She's so Mexican.
And she mixes Samoan and Mexican. You call that Samoan Mexicans?
Hey, really? She's Samoan?
Nah.
Oh, I was like, she's not built like one. I seen Samoan girls.
She like Egyptian.
Oh, shout out to my coworkers in the kitchen. Y'all bitches. Katie, I love you, bitch, for being a crazy ass white motherfucker. That's a crazy ass bitch. That's a crazy white girl. Yeah.
We're out here. We love you guys, man. Good stars, baby. We'll see you in a few days.